better, it's just getting worse. They'll stick you up for all your...
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Rants and Tangents podcast with Daryl Smith Jr.
Shayla.
And Ray Parker.
Happy Monday. We didn't record on Sunday, but it's Monday. It's wet and snowy and school delays and messing up my schedule. How y'all doing today?
It's wet and school delays and messed up my motherfucking schedule too. But I'm here.
It didn't really change my schedule, guys.
Really?
At all.
Your child didn't have a delay?
She did, and then they actually canceled school. But my dad worked from home on Mondays, so it worked out.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, they called like at 5 o'clock in the morning, and it was delayed for 2 hours. And then I got to work, and shortly after that, they called and was like, "We're just going to cancel."
By the way, sorry, we screwed up your day.
But it was cool. It worked out. That's what they did.
Yeah, that's love.
Just throw your whole day.
They already canceled tomorrow, or are you good to go?
They didn't say
Because
anything
Philly
yet.
schools already got delayed tomorrow. I haven't heard nothing about mine.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything yet.
I hate how...
It's already goddamn.
Because tomorrow going to jam me up.
Yeah, and I'm tired of feeling like an old man. I'm tired of feeling like I had to say things like, well, when I was in school, we would walk to school in the snow. We would walk in the foot of snow. My boots would be covering my ankles and shit. I don't want to have to live like that. But I'm really feeling that way. My daughter go to school in King of Prussia, and they canceled, delay, and early dismissal.
But ain't
fucking
they get
flirts.
so different? Yeah, they do though.
It's nonsense.
It's legal stuff though with them. Like I know one of my students, his school district, one time it was a snow in November or something. They chose not to delay, not to get out early, not to do anything, just carry on the day, and it was multiple accidents, like nonstop. So they were like. So we had one day, recent, whatever last snow we had, their school district called it at 10 o'clock in the morning. Like they came to school and they said they're getting early since like 10 a.m.
Yeah, I was a part of that.
Like,
I got that shit. Oh well. Well, we're here. We're blessed.
Yes.
So let's get this popping. Today, y'all, we're going to be talking about just a few things and go down the rabbit holes as we do.
Typically.
The oxymoronic flow that we are known for. And I threw to the group a question, and it came from me really thinking about your daughter, Shay, and thinking about how I'm raising my kids. In a comment somebody said to me, the comment was, oh, you should really just let a kid be a kid. And I thought, and honestly, I pictured your daughter, and I pictured the things she's doing, and I'm picturing the way I have memories is in pictures and words. So people have memories in pictures, words, and something else. So I hear them in pictures and words. And so me and her we had a deep ass conversation about or what was deep for me to have with the child.
as the Harris did this time.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I remember you saying.
Exactly. I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
And so she is very entrepreneurial. She is very creative. I don't know what she does on a day-to-day or how she plays or nothing like that. But from what I see from her and what she gave me in her limited interactions, I'm not saying she's not a kid being a kid. I'm saying she's more of a genius. And so my question to the group was, well, should we be raising geniuses or should we be allowing kids to be kids?
Right.
And so, Shay, I'll start with you.
I actually allow her to be a kid. I give her freedoms that older people sometimes will say, like, she's a kid. Why would you do that? But I give her that space so that she can develop the things she wants to develop. Like she wants to do archery. Sure, let's have at it. I can raise an assassin. Of course I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't I?
That's in Daryl's wheelhouse, actually.
All in my life. My
kid's gonna raise a thief and an assassin.
Yes. I watch anime. I'm hoping to raise an assassin thief who can come up behind you, steal you, and stab you in your neck.
But I'll have conversations with her that I'm not talking like she's a child. She's my child, yes, but I'm talking because I want to get her mindset on things. I want to understand the way that she thinks on things, and us having those conversations compels her to think more deeply about things. And but I'm not trying to raise a genius. I honestly just want her to be a kid, but it's just her mind and the way that it works. I don't think we can
create that.
We can't. I don't think it's an organic thing to me. I don't know if we can necessarily create it.
I'm a stereotype because I predominantly have seen it with Asian people. But I feel like I've seen Asian people create musical geniuses. I feel like I've seen Asian people create mathematical geniuses. So I don't know that it can't be created.
I hear you. But I've often seen a lot of Asian people that would be categorized as super intelligent be like, I hate my fucking parents.
Absolutely.
I wish that this was never my life. This is the worst shit ever.
Back the question of suicide rate in Asia. Because there's a lot of unhappy people and unhappy kids in places like that. But who knows? I don't know.
I'm pretty firm on wanting
Chinese
to raise a
food,
kid to be a
so.
kid.
I'm just saying some of the best chefs come from Asia. That's for damn sure. I don't know if they do good music and good. I can't attest to nothing you said. Math, probably so.
But I also
food
think
wise, shit. Them motherfuckers.
I think it was on
Amazing.
the Spirit Science that I sent y'all about male and female energy. They were talking about the type of children that are coming up today and how they're tapping into parts of their brains that people prior to them, generations prior to them, aren't necessarily tapping into. So I think in this culture, in this climate, I think it would be easier to raise a genius, but also it's because we have to make our kids aware of so many things. We have to kind of age them a little quicker than we may have had to be aged, you know what
Absolutely.
I mean? So with that, I think it would be a little bit easier to create a genius, but the question is, do we want to do that, right? I don't know. I want a kid to be a kid. I genuinely do. I think putting so much pressure on a kid will cause them to. They might have that. They might be geniuses, but they might just go like, say, I'd rather be a drug addict than a hobo, you know, because I'm just raging against this system that bred me to be this thing that I may have wanted to be, but you made me hate it so much, kind of thing. That's my fear of it all.
Who's a genius to you?
Real quick, Ray, for your just general information, in China, more women than men die by suicide each year. According to official government statistics, in 1999, the suicide rate per 100,000 people was 13.0 for men and 14.8 for women. So basically, a lot of people commit suicide.
I know.
Crazy. That wasn't a bad stereotype. Well, in China, I should say. That was kind of crazy. My bad.
I forgot what my point was. Thanks for confirming that one.
I just wanted to make sure we wasn't throwing shit
right on point there. Perfect timing. We was talking about it.
No, we're just talking about how we're gonna
raising our kids.
We should be called.
But no,
I
what
said
do we
that.
consider geniuses?
Oh yeah, that was my
Right.
question. What do we consider? So who do we consider a genius? Who's a genius to you?
So,
Name one. I mean, anybody. Name drop.
oh god, the woman that plays the cello. Damn, I was hoping Shay was gonna drop her name as soon as I said that.
Nope.
Easy one. Name easy ones like that. Everybody.
Yo-Yo Ma. Yo-Yo Ma.
I was hoping Shay was gonna back me up on that.
I was hoping. Yo-Yo Ma.
I don't know.
She started as a kid. The young conductor dude. My whole, I'm not, obviously, I can't name a bunch of baby geniuses, right? I did
No, I'm
watch
talking
some
name
baby geniuses.
adult
Geniuses,
geniuses.
period.
I'm talking about genius period. Adult.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Like it.
Yeah.
Definitely a genius.
Sean Carter.
Genius.
I don't want to just do a bunch of celebrities, but that's where my mind is starting to shift to. Other than that, everybody that works for NASA.
Yeah.
Anybody that has a smart people job?
A rocket scientist might be a genius there.
I'm saying.
A physicist, perhaps.
I'm not saying these people just got it; they applied themselves.
But I was about to say, because I'm always trying to explore what's genius level talent, because
Sure.
anything can be achieved through practice, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The more you kind of engross yourself into something, the more you really make that your lifestyle, you can become a genius at that and dumb at everything else.
Sure.
So where we try to push, as far as coming back to the topic, as far as my children go, I try to let them discover their genius. So yeah, I definitely advocate letting a kid be a kid, but that's a discovery phase, because we all wish we could be kids again. We all wish we could explore some of the weird shit we was into as a kid in more depth and really get to understand and really actually follow that through adulthood, and no telling where we would be in life. But it's just like, this world will strip us of that. So I don't want to ever strip my child of what their abilities are, but pushing your child sometimes can turn them off from shit that they think they're interested in.
Absolutely.
So it's just like you want to encourage them the right way, but also allow them the freedom to feel like they're in control of their destiny, I guess you would say. Because like sports is a great example, I think, because we all played sports. Having a parent that, you know, pushes you is important in sports. But also,
I never played sports.
Oh well, man.
I mean, I know. I just wanted to make that clear.
But sports
I
is a
never
great
played
example
sports.
because we look at like Serena and Venus Williams' dad.
Mhm.
We look at
Sure, would you call them a genius? I don't know how I feel about calling athletes geniuses, but
Me
as
either.
far as in
Me
your
either.
sport,
But I think sports is just relatable because we just like LeBron James or somebody.
sure.
But he didn't have a parent that pushed him like that. But he's a basketball savant. He's one of the most intelligent players in the league. So I guess we can say he's a genius in his field.
Sure. Sure.
That didn't come from his parents pushing him. It came from him actually having the freedom to express himself in basketball and actually play and having the right coaches around him from time to time to give him the information. But it's just like, you know, I think my best example came when my son started playing basketball. When he first started playing basketball, it was fun. And, you know, go ahead. He like, oh, I really like it. Like, this is my shit. Like, I want to play. I'm like, all right, you want me to sign you up? I'll sign you up. This is before I took him to the courts and, like, started to teach him. But it's like, I'll sign you up so you learn how to play the right way. I was like, there's a way you play with your friends, and there's a right way to play basketball. So, you know, playing with your friends, just roughing around. You can run with the ball, just shoot it, whatever. You got to dribble up the court. There's a referee. He's going to call fouls. He's going to call calls on you so you can't do certain things. So when this first happened, he's like, all right, cool. You know, I can play within the confines of the rules of the game. I'm like, all right, cool. So he played in the confines of the rules of the game. It was like, all right. He started to get, you know, he got a lot of calls called on him, but he started to get a little bit better. He started to like it a little bit more. I'm like, all right, you like basketball a lot. Like, you think this is something you want to do? I love basketball. This is what I really want to do. All right, bet. I'm going to teach you now. Now, if you really like this sport, now you need to learn how to play it the right way.
Mm-hmm.
So this is when it's like, all right, listen, if you're going to dribble with your right hand, you got to learn how to do it with your left. If you want to dribble, if you want to go up and lay the ball up, you got to learn how to lay the ball off the backboard. You can't just throw it at the rim. Like, when it came for me to actually start teaching him how to play the game, his attitude about it changed. So it's just like, I don't want to take your love from the sport because you like to have fun. This actually might not be where you thrive at. Because if you were truly interested in it, you'll understand the process. And you're still young. So what I'm going to let you do is continue to play with your friends and allow, you know, you to play in organized sports a little bit. But just know there's going to come a point in your life where it's going to turn around and it's going to become serious. Because it becomes a job after a certain point. It doesn't just become fun. Sports become like work.
Once you get to college, maybe even high school,
You have to love it. You have to love it. So, you know, we can push our kids. We can try to push them to strive to be geniuses, but is that genius through our eyes or genius through their eyes? Like, how are they seeing the situation? Because people use like Joe Jackson for an example, but it's just like
he created Michael Jackson.
He also created Jermaine, Tito, Randy,
And they all made money.
They did make money, but Michael and Janet was the ones.
What's the other one? Tina, Tana. What's the one that
Oh,
started
what's
with
the
T?
other one? Yeah.
She made some cake.
LaToya.
Yeah.
Latoya.
And so where I'm at is the reason why because this is an original thought of mine. Very few thoughts are original, but this isn't the first time I had this thought. I don't know if I'm too concerned, overly concerned, or if I'm just being a good parent, but I don't see the entrepreneurial desire in my kids. Meanwhile, I talk to them and teach them about money all the time. It's like it goes one ear out the other. I don't see the educational genius or desire or expertise or thriving in at least one subject. They do fine in all subjects. But I want to see, for me, math was, I don't have to look at it. I'm going to get A's. Like, I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing, and they're young, they still single digits, and maybe I'm comparing my kids to television and things I've seen and not necessarily experienced in real life. Because if I look across what I see in real life, I don't see many kids with the skill sets that I would like to see in my kids. But I want to see the developing of a skill, and I'm not not seeing it adequately enough.
Do you see their expression in any way? Like, do you
What do
see
you
them
mean?
express themselves? Like, do they draw? Do they
So,
build things with Legos?
If I pay attention, right, I'll say I number my kids is fucking 4 is too many. So one, the boy, I know what he doesn't necessarily have the skill yet, but I can see what he would like. He's really, really musically inclined.
Mm-hmm.
This boy, you put a song on, he's not listening to the words. He's listening to the beat. He's listening to the instruments. Like the other day, I put on what's the Roots, "Baby You Got, Baby Don't Worry, You Know That You
Yeah.
Got."
Oh, that
What
one
is
is
What's the name of the song though?
You got me. Now.
You Got Me.
Yeah.
And so at the end, you know, Questlove goes in,
Mhm.
and I ran that back like 3 times. He's focused. He's into it. I'm gonna get him a drum kit, and I'm gonna get him a beat machine to foster that. And so for him, I guess I can see something.
There you go.
But for my girls, I mean, 2, the oldest girl, she can swim because she took a swim class. She's into gymnastics because she took gymnastics, and I was teaching her how to flip when she was young. But I don't see, if I ask her right now, I have in the past week. All right, we're gonna put you in a class. You want to swim, dance, or gymnastics? It switched 3 times she was asked. And I'm like, now she's in a talent show and she wants to do gymnastics in a talent show, but you're signed up for swim class. Well, I would have signed you up for a gymnastic class.
Right.
And I'm aligned with letting the kid be the kid, but I also want it to be some balance there. I want you to start being able to develop skill sets. One thing I asked my kids to do was my kids don't fucking listen. What they didn't do, I said, tell me 3. I gave them a notepad because they love to doodle and shit. So I gave them a huge notepad. On the first page, I said, just tell me, before you go any further in this notepad, tell me 3 things you can do right now to make money. Ain't none of them motherfuckers do it. But that's the type of things I put in front of them to at least make them start thinking about what they can do now. Because my thing is, I don't want my kids to go to college unless they want to go to college for a purpose. I'd rather you go to a trade. I'd rather you develop a skill. I'd rather you do whatever you want to do to make money in a way that you actually enjoy it. Versus going to college for the sake of going to college because I chose you to go to college. And then you're just there with a piece of paper.
And still no.
And yeah, you don't know what the fuck you want to do.
Like a lot of people we are.
And that's not what I want. I don't want the mantra to be go to college, go to college, go to college. Definitely go to high school, get that minimum high school diploma, but
Start figuring it out.
then yeah.
I think that's a lot. I don't know. Asking kids to figure it out is hard because asking
Sure.
adults to figure shit out is hard.
Sure.
Most times, I will say, I think you got the formula already. You found it as far as observing them and seeing what they actually are naturally inclined to doing. Because that's the same. My approach is simple. It's just where do I see you expressing yourself freely? You know what I mean? Like my son, he like to get dressed. He pay attention to your clothes. So whatever he, got on, I'd be like, yo, like, why you got on, a chain hanging from your belt? He like, Dad, it's my swag. Do you think, player? Like, if that's how you feel, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead. But if you're gonna express yourself through fashion, express yourself through fashion. And who knows, maybe that might turn into something one day. So I just don't shut it down. You know what I mean? I see Marley, she like dance. That's her shit. She watch a Beyonce video, and she turn around and she can do the music. I mean, she can do the steps right after that. So she is in dance right now, but I just kind of let them figure out what they're interested in, and I'm going to push them to, I'm going to support them better yet. I don't really want to say push them. I'm going to support them in whatever they want to do, unless it's some shit that is just like, all right, nigga, like, this is just some bullshit. Like, I can't really get behind you on this. You're going to have to discover that on your own. Like, I don't support. It's hard for me to support music careers and shit like that. It's going to be a hard sell.
Sports and music, I'm not here to support. I'll encourage you. I'm not here to put the battery in your back for that.
I'm always going to advocate education and everything, because everything you do, and like, I don't give a fuck if it is sports, it requires you have that education. So whatever that is, you're still going to have to educate yourself on that topic. So I know we can foster education through whatever they're interested in. So I can just use that as the vehicle.
I want to see a drive. And I don't know if my kids are so spoiled that I've helped eliminate a drive, but I see other kids who in my opinion, are spoiled, who I still see a drive in, I still see a desire in, I still see a entrepreneurial spirit in, and I had it. A lot of things with me is I expect my kids to get things how I got it. As quick as I got it, the drive I got it, I was hustling, and I'm not even talking about selling drugs. My dad took us to BJ's, me and my brother to BJ's when I was in 2nd grade. Bought us a big ass bag of candy. Dog, I broke that shit down like it was a bag, like he gave me a kilo, put that shit in Ziploc bags, was selling that shit in school, re-upped with that money, and I started making money. I don't see my kids doing none of that. Like, even with, I don't remember if I got Tooth Fairy money or Tooth Come Out money, but I give my kids that type of money.
V-Bucks?
You know, I give them real cash.
No, I'm saying, do they buy it, spend it on V-Bucks?
No, because
So my son got a V-Buck
my house
habit
isn't
that's
big.
worse than the crack habit. I'm honest, dog. I'm really about to have a problem with Fortnite, an entire issue with Fortnite, because it's brilliant. I love their business model,
It's
but
a
at the end of the
business.
fucking day, that shit is
They
taking a
give you
toll.
the game for free.
But it's taking a toll on the educational foundation of my son
You
because
finna
he
pay for
doesn't
these skins.
everything. And he just can't see anything past V-Bucks. Like, I asked this nigga a hell of a question I thought it was. I said, listen, you gonna get your allowance, right? Your allowance is $15. At the beginning of this week, you're gonna have $3 a day for your lunch. I know you like to have your chips every day in school. You know you want your sandwich a couple days a week. Like, you gonna give all that up. Because mom not buying you nothing else. I told her, don't buy this nigga nothing.
Yeah, you
If he
finna get
spend
peanut butter and
$15,
jelly.
no, you're not getting nothing.
Wait, you can't eat lunch?
No, you can eat the school lunch.
Oh,
But what I'm saying is we're not
You give him
buying
money
you
for snacks and
Yeah,
stuff.
we give him money to, take a couple add-on snacks and stuff to school. But if you spend this money on V-Bucks, just know you're not getting anything else for lunch. This nigga said to me, okay.
Fuck
I
lunch.
I said, oh, this shit is out of control. So then he gets his allowance. This was like a few weeks ago. I was pissed off at that because I'm just like, nigga, I tried to make you make a pimp decision and this shit just backfired 100% in my face. So, fuck that. Last week, Super Bowl on. So, he doing math in his head. Cool, little nigga, I like that. He like, Dad, you want to bet on the Super Bowl? I'm like, yeah. He like, I want the Rams. First off, this little nigga heard me tell somebody else that I was going to pick the Rams. I know he not slick. I said I might pick the Rams because they got a good defense. He was in on my conversation. So he was like, you want to bet against the Super Bowl? I'm like, no, I ain't betting on the Super Bowl. He's like, you just bet such and such? I'm like, you right. He was like, I'd take the Rams though. I was like, you want to take the Rams? All right, I'll take the Patriots. What we bet? He's like, I bet you $10. I was like, all right, cool. He was like, matter of fact, let's make it $20 because he saved his money from last week from his land. He's like, I got $20. Let's make it $20. Like, you sure? Because I'm going to take your money.
Trust. I'll
He's
take
like,
your money.
You think? He like, yeah, we gonna bet. I'm like, all right, it's a bet. Mom, you a witness. My mom was in the car. I'm like, Mom, you a witness. Now, if the Rams lose, you gotta give me my money. If I lose, I'm gonna give you your money. Like, all right, cool. Because then I can get $40 in V-Bucks. You right. All right, cool.
Oh,
sure enough, we all know the Rams lost. Time to pay up, little nigga. He like, no, but you got all this money. You gonna take my money? Give me my money, little nigga. Run that
That's
check.
a part of the lesson.
That's the part of the
life
lesson.
Right. So we
that.
walking out the door yesterday. He just got his allowance. Ask a motherfucking strong question. You know it's a good game. The Sixers play the Lakers today. You got some money on that game? You trying to put down a couple dollars? What's up? You know what I mean? I'll take the Sixers. You want the Lakers? He like, nope. I'm like, but you just got $15. Like, you can double up $30. That's 3,000 V-Bucks. He like, nope. I ain't gambling no more. I ain't doing that. I learned my lesson. I said, problem solved, little nigga.
Sure.
I might even give him his money back for being able to learn that lesson. I
Give him
doubt it.
half if you're going to give us something back. I wouldn't
Yeah.
give him shit, though. You got to learn the hard way.
You gonna learn, but at the end of the day, it's just like, yeah, I want you to start to know how to count your money. He's counting his money and it's going through V-Bucks, but at the end of the day, this shit is wasteful. So it's just like, dog, you throwing my
It's
bread.
nothing tangible, man.
You're just throwing my bread into this video
playing
game.
Fortnite another year, man.
We done
2
bought this
years,
game 10
maybe?
times, cuz. We had to. He had to spend at least $300-$400 on V-Bucks.
Damn, I didn't even know you spent money on Fortnite, honestly.
Oh, yes. That's the hustle.
I
They
didn't
let
know.
you get the game for free.
And
But
then-
for some reason, kids care about stupid shit. Emotes. An
Yes.
emote is a freaking thing dancing.
Right.
You're going to pay for that. Skins. Clothes. Or a new face.
You can get
You
battle
don't pay
packs.
for that. You care so much what the character looks like. A special gun that scored the same amount of points for shooting. And mind you, I've never played this game, but I see. The
Yeah, I
kids
watched Mickey play it.
playing, and I'm like, I don't understand why you would spend $10 for a gun that does the same amount of damage as the free gun.
Matter of fact, bring
I
Jonathan
don't
over.
understand.
Bring Jonathan to my crib. I bet you, if he spend a couple hours with Aiden, he's gonna come back home begging.
No, I don't play those
Begging
games.
to
Why
play.
the hell would I do
Why
that?
would you like you're telling me to?
I honestly did not know.
No, he
It's a
plays
nightmare.
plays with the cousins. My nephew
Oh, okay.
got,
Listen, it's
yeah,
a
Fortnite.
nightmare. It's a nightmare for me because I'm not cheap, but I'm frugal.
sure. Yeah.
I'm very mindful of my spending. So I don't want my son wasting his money on bullshit. So watching him waste money on bullshit for me is just a stab to the heart every time. Cause like, nigga, I'm trying to put you on the way to make, like, you can say, you first off, you get more allowance than I've ever got, like, per week.
What's allowance? I never got allowance.
Allowance is privilege that we provide for these motherfuckers that,
Yeah.
you know, through
I got
wanting
allowance.
How you think I was selling candy?
Yeah.
I got allowance.
That's because your dad made a pimp decision.
Yeah.
Why would I give you allowance? I teach your little ass how to hustle.
Trust.
I'm trying to teach him how to hustle, and he just V-Bucks. Like, you know
Our
what I'm
allowance
saying?
used to be trash too, but I got it and I used to just save it. Just to save it up. And Diane Devon would be like, store. And they'd be like, shit, what you got? Allowance from
Money.
the last 5 weeks, fam.
They be lit, though. Getting chips and...
All
That's what
the
it's
time.
going, George.
That's what
Jump.
it's going. Just
Yeah.
nonsense. A bunch of nonsense.
Because you're a kid, you don't know what to spend your money on.
That's
But I'm
right.
just trying to get my son a value
Cheesesteaks
$1 a
for
little
everybody.
bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, when he be getting sneaks, he be wanting these expensive-ass sneaks, and he smacks sneakers. Like, he goes super hard on a pair of sneakers. So we be having to have those education sessions like, listen, I know you want the Air Max, and these Air Max are very nice. I want them for you. But you gotta understand, if you're gonna have these nice things, you have to take care of these things. You're not just gonna have these and me throwing my money down the toilet every chance and you thinking I'm gonna get you another pair next month. It don't work like that. No, brother, you're gonna have these for at
I
least
have
6
that
months.
argument about socks.
And not to
Socks is
mention-
my thing. Fucking socks. Mickey just be like,
Socks?
I have to buy socks constantly, and it pisses me off.
Where did it
She'll
go?
I don't know. She'll just be like, oh, I was at Nana's house and I took my socks off and now I can't find one. What do you mean? What conversation do we have about your socks? If you take them off, first off,
Put 'em in your shoe.
why do you put them in your shoe? Put them like something, because if you find one, if they're together, you're going to find the other one.
Right.
That's just not her mindset on socks. And it's because I let her be so free. She's just like, socks, done. Whatever, I'm over it. And then it'd be like, who ate the sock? Like, where did it go? So, she'll be in her room, dog. I'll come in her room. I see one sock on the side of her bed. And one sock, I don't know, behind the TV or something. And I'm like,
How does a sock be behind the TV?
Nikayla, why are your socks not together? She said, Mom, because I was in the room and I thought that, it would be fine. And I was like, you know as well as I do that if I did not pinpoint this, one of these socks would have gone missing and then you would be down to no socks at some point in time, because this is what constantly happens. Like, one day I'm doing laundry, I'm like, you got 2 pairs of fucking socks? That's how many pairs of socks you got to last until the next time I got to do
The more
laundry?
you say it, the more I agree.
Oh my
Socks
God.
has been an issue at this
It's
house.
an issue. Socks are a thing, dog.
It's a bit of an issue, and I don't get it because I'm OCD with the socks. So I'll match them for you. Yet when laundry comes back around, even not before laundry, I see you walking with one sock.
What?
Why? What?
What? Socks is
Isn't that 1 foot cold? It's like
Yo.
you know when you got one sock. It's 2 things I hate
I don't
about
wanna put my
my
elbow
feet.
flat.
I can't have one sock on and I can't have wet socks. Yeah, you will walk around this bitch with one sock.
Like, why?
Socks.
But Marley is
Socks.
the same way in that sense, though.
Saying.
Like, she comes out of her socks and shoes with the quickness. And it's just like, yo, you find socks in the oddest of places.
See, that's not my problem.
It's
My-
not.
The
being
girls
able
do
to
that. They take the socks off. Especially anywhere we go.
No.
Your house,
Mhm.
my
Yeah.
mom's, it doesn't matter.
They socks and
But
shoes
put them in
off.
your
Yeah,
shoe.
no thanks.
Yeah.
That's fine, I'm fine with
The
that.
responsible thing.
But for me, the losses tend to happen more in this freaking house.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, dude, How? And then so yesterday, you know, I'm on another OCD trip cleaning. I'm finding the girl socks in the boys' room, in book bags, under the freaking, I don't know how it could possibly get under the dresser. The dresser doesn't have legs, it's on the floor. How is it under?
These boys are determined.
What were y'all doing?
What were y'all doing?
Can you understand that sometimes your kids just determined to piss you off?
Just determined.
Like they are
to piss me
determined
off.
to piss you off. So it just be certain shit. Yo.
Just like the
Oh, I
little
can't
things
believe
are
it.
important in a relationship, for me, those little things are the jabs.
It's
Yeah.
the jabs, like,
It's the little shit.
who would
I'd rather you, I'm okay with a bigger fuck up.
Yeah.
These little, here, I'm gonna just poke at your ass.
Just
You
poke
don't
at
know
you.
how mad you can get, but you can get really upset by the littlest shit
Dude.
they do.
Because it's cumulative. The little things
Absolutely.
are cumulative. The
Absolutely.
big thing is one big thing, okay, I can be more patient with it. The little things
Right.
like, I just talk to you about this, and then here the fuck you go over here doing this shit. I love my kids, yo. I love my kids.
We all
We love our kids.
Hold on, keep it clear. We all love our kids, but sometimes discipline
goddamn.
can be a fucking hateful
Woo.
experience.
God damn.
It's very trying to a relationship. I'll say
It
that.
really is. Yo, recently Mickey lied to me about
yeah, I
doing
recognize
her fucking homework, dog.
Oh man.
Dude, I said, baby,
Say
your
shit.
homework's done? She said, yeah. I said, all right, let me see.
Shame the devil.
Her response, well, I needed help with my man. I
There you
said,
go.
Think you smarter than me.
I said, wait.
That's my
wait.
next response on shit like that. Oh, so you think you smart?
I said, so you telling me, you told me your homework's done,
Right.
but you need help with your math? So is your math done or is it not? She said, no, I needed help because it's fractions. But you, just yesterday, you telling me how you did the fractions pre-test a week before it was supposed to be due and you breezed right through it, but you need help tonight on your fractions after you told me it was done. She said, oh. Literally, that's what she said. Oh.
I done got mine and talked myself into some shit. What
She
a
said, baby,
conundrum.
I'm gonna make it real simple. Turn in your phone, turn in your iPad, don't turn the TV on. Do not touch anything related to slime, anything. And this is what I have to say to my child. Anything related to anything creative, don't touch it.
Wow.
And she said, I don't know. I just got caught up and I wanted to finish this show. And I said, baby, this is nonsense. What do you, fix your face. This is dumb. Just be done. So she's fucking pissed, dog. I mean, fuming. Every night she like, can it be over yet? No, ma'am. No, ma'am, you lied. You lied on something that I couldn't fact check that with the quickness. The stupidity of your life is what pissed me off the
That's the
most.
insult.
Like,
That's the insult.
That's
the insult. That's what I say. You think you're smarter than me.
Dog.
That's my favorite line. So I'm stupid now.
Here's one thing, and maybe I'm not the best parent because I say this to my kids, but for me, I have said to my kids, dog, if you're gonna lie to me, at least make it a good lie.
Yeah.
At least don't let it be something that I can literally fact check in the moment.
in the
Like,
moment.
put some effort behind this shit. Like, dog, you didn't
My
even
son-
take the time to come up with a good lie.
My son will go down with the shit.
Not mine. Mine is so fucking
Mickey's
weak.
issue is that she
So
thought I
weak.
wasn't going to
No,
check
you
her
gotta catch
homework.
his ass.
Because for the most part, Mickey will do her homework and it's literally before I get home from work, it's done. And I don't ask her to check it, I'll just check it. So this particular day, so she never knows that I check her homework. So she was right like, this is gonna be a day like any other day. She's not gonna check my homework. And I was like,
I'll sneak and do it later.
you know what I'm saying? Like, and if you, in that
like
moment,
you-
you just could have said it's not done. I'm not done. I would have said, well, why are
Turn
you
the
watching
TV
the
off,
television?
yeah.
Turn it off. Finish your homework. It wouldn't have been a punishment involved.
Exactly.
You would have been able to make as much
Exactly.
slime as you wanted to
Life
make.
could be so simple.
And how
It
many
could be
times
so
do we have these
simple.
teachable moments where I
No.
told your ass, if you would have just told me the truth from the beginning,
We
we could
wouldn't
have
have.
went around all
Dog.
these issues.
Dog.
You made me waste my time. You got me frustrated on a bullshit lie. Why lie about something I can confirm literally in seconds? In seconds. I don't have to think. I don't have to search. It don't
I
take
need
no
help with
in
my man.
seconds.
That shit had me fucking
Because now
livid,
you
dog.
want to see twice. All right, Shay, continue, please.
Yeah, so kids fucking lie. Nikki lied. Hard, dumb as shit. Not even hard as shit. It was just dumb. Like, dumb. Why did you lie to me about something that I could easily
They just think they smarter than us.
find the truth of?
Is that true?
I think-
Because sometimes I'm not so sure that he thinks that he's smart. And
But
any of them think they're smart.
The thing is, I think
But then sometimes they
section,
think I'm stupid.
No, they don't think we're going to take it that way. I think what they're thinking is they can outwit us though. And certain, it's just like you wasn't there, you can't prove it. They don't see all the avenues of which we can figure shit out.
Mm-hmm.
They just see what they know and what they're
And
not
that's
telling
it.
us.
It's just the level. Like they're just not at our
They're
level,
not.
so they can't even like.
Fathom
If
how we're going
I'm
back door.
talking to Albert Einstein, this motherfucker's running laps around me, dog, laps, and I can't even
like-
fathom it.
right,
Like I
right.
can't even
It's
think
like
at
being
their
two
level.
steps ahead of a motherfucker where he think he got your hand and it's just like not like playing poker or some shit.
Sure.
It's just like nigga, I'm holding 2 aces, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck what's on this flop. I'm still gonna bust your ass.
And that's pretty much what it is.
So they try to outfox you, but at the end of the day, it's just like we've been here longer.
There's no fixing that, right? There's no fixing that.
What?
They gotta learn through experience.
They have to learn through experience.
Well, I will, yeah, and discipline.
and discipline.
and getting
Discipline is a part
corrected.
of the experience.
My son's right now in a 2 hour, a 2 week punishment. I said
You
a
getting 2
month.
weeks?
Hell yeah.
For that-
I said
for
a
that-
month
yeah.
for lying. Well, for multiple lies, a series of lies.
Yeah.
I took everything out of his room. He got a mattress, dresser, and clothes.
Right.
See, the thing, how you talking about Mickey's creative, that's a part of how I gotta punish him.
Mhm.
This boy will take these 2 markers right here and will have the time of his life. All you'll hear in the next room is you're like, what the fuck is he doing? These markers turn to rockets, they turn to fucking missiles, they turn to characters. He'll create he'll rip this paper,
So
and
he
he'll
has a-
create so he has
He has a great imagination,
literally
obviously.
everything
Yeah.
out of his room.
He has
He
a good
has
imagination.
an excellent imagination, and I think that comes with being the oldest. He's the
Yeah.
firstborn, so he had time by himself where he had to entertain himself. But I had to take everything.
One thing I like about Aiden is this nigga think he me for real. So this nigga come downstairs and try to smooth some shit over. So smooth. You forgot that this nigga done got in trouble 15 minutes ago and shit. He come down. You need some help with the dishes? Does anybody like me to take out
You
the
gonna be
trash?
helpful.
Anything, anything to get this Punisher off me, but please let me out of jail.
That's
Cause this
how
shit ain't
Mickey
working
was.
for a real
Funny.
nigga.
It cracks me
Jail ain't
up.
for a nigga like me.
My kids not like that.
Aiden will come down.
Yeah,
this
Mickey
nigga-
will definitely try to like
Now,
smooth it over. Like
Nah, Marley, she's a savage. Marley, she's going to take it by strength. Like she's going to strong arm her way into getting out of trouble. Like she's not charming at all. Like she has no charm about her though. It's more of a like, are we over this now? Can we move forward? Like she doesn't say that, but she might as well
See,
say
that's the
it.
thing. The kids get over things much faster than
Then
you
we
do.
right.
And I have to tell, I'll be so honest with my kids. I sometimes wonder 10 years from now will it backfire on me. But I'm so honest with them. I straight tell them I'm petty. I'm like, listen here. You over
It's on the
it?
back.
Dog, I'm not over it. I'm Petty Pendergrass. I'm not letting this shit go.
Yeah.
I'm not letting this shit go. Even the other day, what happened? Something happened. So my house was built in 1924. So it's an older house, wood swells, things like that. So doors, I've had to work on all the doors in my house so they can stay closed. So I fixed the door to my daughter's room that it will stay closed, that it catches the hatch. But in doing that, I took off the metal piece that braces it, and I just let the wood catch it.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect, it works, because the hatch was misaligned.
Mhm.
Perfect. I actually took that hatch and put it on another door. So, number 2, Layla comes back, and unbeknownst to me, instead of trying to turn the freaking doorknob, she winds up breaking the wood. And so I don't know this until I go to close the door and it won't catch. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Then I look at the wood. The wood has been ripped off. And that's because you forced the door open. So I asked her, yo, what happened to the door? Oh, it wouldn't open, so I forced it and pushed it and banged it open. Wait.
That's your daughter. Cause
Wait.
Hold
No,
on,
fuck that.
Let's address this.
No.
No, we gotta address that shit.
Go
She's
ahead,
your
Clarence.
child.
Go
You know what I
Go
mean?
ahead,
That is
Clarence.
some Daryl shit.
It's not some Daryl
100%.
shit. It's not some Daryl shit. You know why it's not some Daryl shit? asked her if she turned the doorknob. She never even tried to turn the doorknob.
Why didn't she try to turn the doorknob? Oh my
And that's
God.
what pissed me off. And this is just an
Oh,
example of me
no,
being
but so it's
petty.
probably because she never had to turn the doorknob before.
I don't care if you never had to turn this doorknob before. You've turned a doorknob before.
You see a doorknob.
You see.
Just try the motherfucker
You
out.
tried
And that's
it.
what I said. That's what I said.
Tried
That's what I said. I said, all right. Because I try to talk myself down. So I'm like, all right, I understand. The door, you can usually just push the door open, even if it's closed, because it's not fully caught, and you can push it open. I understand that. But when you realized you couldn't push it open, you didn't just think to turn the doorknob. And so we're standing on the porch and there's a door. I'm like, if this door is not freaking open, then what would I do? I would turn the doorknob. We're leaving. We're in the car. It's at least 30, 40 minutes later. I'm still talking about this shit. I'm like, you know, I'm petty. And so I'm going to get over it. I'm about to be over it. But let me say something. I'm going to fucking long. My kids get so many lectures. I know they're tired of this shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, listen. Y'all motherfuckers, I didn't call them motherfuckers, say y'all don't use common sense. If the door is not open and I haven't tried to turn the doorknob, maybe I should try to turn the doorknob. If it was something else the boy did a week ago, I was like, if this doesn't happen, then maybe. I said, if I want something and I've tried all this roundabout shit, well, maybe I should just ask for more time. Use an example we talked about during the break. Maybe I should ask for more time before I fucking try to sabotage some shit.
Yeah.
Like common sense, like the most practical things. It seems like y'all are not digesting and not processing. I don't understand it. I'm trying to be patient, but I'm petty as shit with my kids. Turn it down, baby.
But yeah, no, man, these little bastards, they gonna test us to our limits. And
I always think it's so fucking unfair because I didn't test my parents, and I just really don't.
You certain about that?
I didn't test my when I was
didn't
older.
Test my mom too much.
Yeah, I didn't test my mom, and like literally the biggest test I had with my parents was the fact that I cried at everything, and it wasn't even a test to my dad. My dad would just be like, "Come here, baby." My mom would be like, "I don't fucking understand. Like you cry and you're sad and you never get angry about it." And I literally, my mom used to always say, "You don't get angry fast enough for me." Because if I'm crying about something, I'm sad about something. Most times it was a fucking boy, and my mom would just be like, "Why don't you just get angry? Like, just be angry. You get more done out of anger than out of sadness." And it was always her mindset, and I never got it. I would just be like, "I'm sad. Like, what do you mean? Get angry." That's always what she was saying. She
Anger
was
is a
like,
good
never
emotion.
get.
I was about to say, so you feeling your anger gene?
Yeah. And everybody regrets it now. But thanks, Mom.
You've
Thank
been
you.
practicing, huh?
Very much. Thank you.
My mom was just super indifferent toward everything. Even when I tried to care about certain shit, my mom would be so indifferent about shit. I'd be like, oh, muted, emotion. Like I have no choice but to have tough skin. Like you have to have thick skin in order to kind of survive. I mean, you get it. These environments we come from, you know, you can't really just be let everything get to you and kind of. No, I took inhales and motherfucking.
It's a miss.
But yeah, man, I wasn't much of a crier ever in life. I cry more.
I became a crier as an adult.
That's what I was about to
And this
say.
is
I've
when
been
I
ready to
don't
cry
cry.
more now than I did when I was a kid because now it's just like I get emotionally moved.
Yes.
It happened since I turned
Yes.
30. I get emotionally moved by shit. It's just
Yo,
like
it's the
Did
craziest
you
thing.
ever
Yo.
think it? Did you ever think
I
I
would
would
have
be in this
never
place?
absolutely
expected me to be a crier. And it wasn't like I grew
And
up
be
in a
happy
space.
cries.
Yeah.
Like
I
when
would
people
cry
say
with
I
sad
cry
shit
because
like
I'm
that.
happy, I'd be like, what? Like, I don't get it. Like, I laugh and smile because I'm happy. I don't fucking cry because I'm happy. Right. It's just like, you know what it is? I'm in touch. I'm in touch with my feelings. I'm
Sure.
in touch with my feelings and who I am as a person. So now everything just seems so beautiful. So it should be feeling so good where you are moved to tears. I still don't cry often, but it's just like I be moved to cry. Like I could cry.
I'm right there. It's not that I literally shed a tear every time, but I feel myself getting starry-eyed and I catch that shit.
It's like I could cry.
Get myself
I look
together
at
real
shit
quick.
like, you know what? I could cry.
Now I'm a woman like this and shit.
Like I had to
You get my life right.
I had to discipline. Damn. I had to
Let me
discipline
coach
my
you.
son
I know
yesterday.
being all fucking dramatic.
I know, but it was just I wasn't about to cry, but it was still an emotional moment afterwards because it's just like I get in you know when you have to physically discipline your child, you also have to
I don't cry
address
that
it.
shit.
But you
Maybe
gotta later address it
Mm-hmm.
as to why.
Gotta have
Right.
a talk.
It's I think I truly feel like laying hands on a kid without a conversation is abuse. Like, what
It's
the
pointless.
fuck are
I
you
think-
doing?
yeah.
Like, why are we
They didn't
doing
get
this?
the message.
Right.
They didn't get the message.
It's
like
like you
that's
gotta
not.
understand.
I mean, I stopped the physical discipline. For me, the physical discipline, I had always given it an age limit because I knew for me, after a certain age, it was just like I would literally rather the physical discipline than the punishment.
Mm-hmm.
The punishment started being worse than the discipline, than the physical discipline. My dad caught wind of that shit, and when you said turn it off, can't turn on TV, I don't know what type of TV you got, and I don't know if it does this, but they would take the fucking cord out of the television, leave the television there, and that was like the biggest torture because the television's there. I already removed the TV. I don't even have to see the shit.
I
Y'all gotta
feel
look
about
at this black ass screen with no fucking cord in
Glad
the
you said
back.
that. I took
That's
all
the
the batteries
torture,
out
bro.
the Xbox controllers.
See shit like that? That's petty. That's petty.
Ooh,
Petty.
yep.
Petty.
You really have to
'Cause I don't
be
got
creative
time.
and shit
I don't
though
got time
as a
to be
parent. You
unhooking
do.
cords and then I gotta rehook it when I ain't mad no more.
Yo,
Nope.
you really
I'm
gotta
gonna take
be-
the batteries or just take the whole controller.
So
now you got a whole Xbox there that you
Can't
can't
do
do
shit
nothing
with.
with.
in one of my
Simple
classes,
shit.
it was like one of my grade classes as a teacher. So this teacher is telling us how, well, one of my classmates is telling us how his class is being wild as shit one day. Like, just wild. And he was like, but it was about to be time for them to go to recess. So they about to go to recess. They were like, and they wouldn't give him time on the carpet. They were like in second grade. He was trying to explain the lesson to him before they do the lesson. They wouldn't give him time. So it's time for them to go to lunch and go to recess. So he tells them to line up and he starts rolling the carpet up. And he said, all the kids are like, what are you doing? Why are you rolling the carpet? He said, don't worry about it. Let's go to lunch. Recess comes. He takes the carpet outside and said, sit. You didn't give me the time then. You will give me the time now. Everybody was like, yes, I love it. And it's fucking gold. But you have to be creative as hell
And
with
discipline.
these kids. You
Because
really
you gotta
do.
know what makes them tick.
Yeah.
You gotta know exactly what they're interested in and take that shit away from them. And
Yep.
whatever that is, kids care about. They have their shit they care about.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I had to take literally. This boy likes the little figurines. I play with action figures that is this big. He doesn't give a fuck. They be this small little Halo, Destiny things. I have to literally. I went in his room, rubbed my hand across the carpet to find every little arm, little leg, because he will take the freaking leg and little arm and play with that shit. He is so.
He has a
All
strong
right,
imagination.
now I was about to call him a genius. This boy is a creative genius. He can create storylines out of nothingness. He a genius.
You gotta
There you
find
go.
something that like
But
takes
see?
it like
See that discovery?
like find I don't know like a
Through
writing
discussion,
something for
you
kids
realize-
or
you
something
realize.
like that.
So and in that you can cultivate that.
Yep.
There
Sure
you
can.
you can pull from that. I think
Yep.
that
I
was perfect.
have literally seen,
You just
literally
discovered
seen
his
this
genius.
boy at the laundry man be given quarters to put in the machine. He had leftover quarters. Nigga, it's 2 quarters, B. You that bored?
He having
Yeah.
a good
He
motherfucking
can
Yeah.
figure it out.
Oh, he might be the nigga at the park. 20 years from now, we might have to invite him out with us when we don't know what the fuck to do. He like,
He'll
Guys.
create some shit.
what are we doing here? We have a radio. We have a television. I don't know about anybody else, but I see a big party. I see an opportunity for a party
Yeah,
here.
you just gotta find
We gonna
something to
have
put
to-
them in, like
we gonna have
find
to
little
slow his little ass
creative
down.
things, and then
Jonathan,
just get them in them. You know, something you don't gotta really spend a lot of money. The thing is with this creativity though, you gotta, as a parent, you have to put in the time as well for it. So you're gonna have to do a little bit of that, but you'll find something that sticks. You know what I mean? Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
Here we go.
Look
All
at
right,
that.
next topic then.
Good topic. You figured it out.
You
It's all
figured
figured
out
out.
you figured out how to cultivate a genius.
Yep.
What is
There
the
we
next
go.
topic?
Well, we're going to talk about
Gucci down to
Oh
the
my
socks
God.
like a big
and
pop.
what does Gucci Man do next?
What does Gucci? That was my fucking question.
That literally was your question.
What does Gucci Man do now? Because he can't come.
Gucci Mane not going. That nigga.
All right.
I don't feel like.
All right. First things first. Do we care? I bet it's universal.
Okay.
Do we care?
Can we rewind? I'm gonna just
All right.
rewind
That's
it.
not universal. Then.
When
Do
I
we
saw
I don't care.
care about the
I
whole
don't care.
clothing
Do you
thing
care?
or Gucci Mane?
No. Do we care? Period.
The whole thing.
Like honestly, do you care?
So I'll say why I don't care.
Yeah, please. Let us digest.
I don't wear Gucci, not a goddamn never have I ever, never. I'm not even. No, never will I ever
Better
now.
question.
But
Are you surprised?
I think I am surprised.
I'm not.
Shit, I'm not.
I don't get. I'm surprised because I don't get it.
Tell
What
me that.
Me and my
inspires?
dad had this conversation,
Yeah.
so we were like, and I was like, you know, there is a few things that could have happened. One, they could have had a majority rules type thing, right?
Okay.
Two, white people are ignorant as shit. That
Absolutely.
is, they're just, and I don't
And
mean
accepting
that
of
in
it.
a.
Like I didn't mean anything by it.
They're just ignorant. They are just unaware of certain
Right,
shit.
yeah.
It's just a lack of awareness. Or there was somebody on their marketing team that said, listen, we're going to do this thing. We're going to get a lot of fucking buzz over this thing.
It's lit.
And then we're going to buy into some black organization as an apology, and everybody going to be like, oh, Gucci lit as shit. Let me spend all the money I don't have on Gucci.
Oh, it's lit. I don't think they
that's
really value the.
that's where my mind goes. That's where my mind originally went. Is this all some marketing ploy that is above my?
Yeah, I
Processing.
see the publicity behind it because it got us talking about them, obviously. So that works.
But I still. All right, so then I'm gonna rewind again. I just still don't get it. What? Why would I want a turtleneck that comes up to my nose and has?
It's not even practical. Like, it's
not
dumb
even-
as shit.
It's not within your lines of fashion to be.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's absolutely true.
It's not in
right
mine.
now. I have a hoodie with a
Yeah.
logo
Whose
in it.
line of fashion is that in? Like, why would
Thermal.
I
Alright.
ever?
Let me explain. That was an $800 to $900 sweater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not none of our wardrobes, I would imagine.
For who? For what?
Well, not spending
I
$900.
wouldn't.
That's literally almost my mortgage.
It's
So
absurd.
absolutely. So being a conscious middle class civilian, I don't think Gucci is like high priority as far as your fashion goes.
Absolutely not.
Now H&M was something worth talking about because we all shop at H&M.
I can't fit that shit.
Unfortunately for you,
Yeah.
$20 for short niggas like me is perfect, and a t-shirt or some shit like that. So, H&M was worth discussing because I do patron H&M.
Sure.
I would say middle class. What I said on my Instagram yesterday, middle class people with common sense has been boycotting Gucci for the longest time. I just don't want the people that aren't conscious or that doesn't have common sense to feel like they're being left out because they done saved or used half their paycheck to buy this Gucci shirt that they waiting for the perfect moment to unveil. So I said, you know what, give these niggas time, because this too shall pass. You know what I mean? And you can stun on these
think we
niggas
gotta
all you
cancel
want to.
Gucci.
But it's just like, for these fashion houses, this is like the overall story for me. These big fashion houses, these big companies, these umbrella companies, because Gucci is a subsidiary, a part of a bigger conglomerate, obviously. And they've been around for hundreds of years.
Gucci literally been around for at least 100 years.
Any company that's been around for over 100 years, I would say, it's 2019, so more than 100 years, don't give a fuck about black people or being culturally conscious or sensitive toward us. Now, we do have a new regime. I'm talking about from its inception.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't for us to
I'm just thinking, why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't they?
Yeah, especially if you've been around for 100 years, you've seen the change in
but
time.
that's what I'm saying. So the new regime are probably conscious of these things. But obviously it's priced at a point that your typical person can't afford it anyway. Within the confines of that demographic, I don't know if our presence is that strong.
Sure.
Culture.
So what would our representation be at that board meeting? Or
So
whatever?
we're buying, I don't know, but what I'm saying is we're buying into that to be acknowledged in that sense, to be acknowledged in that realm. Like we wear Gucci and stuff as a status symbol, right? We want to look rich, we want to look the part, even though, we're probably not that, but we just want to look the part. Like that's a thing in our community. I acknowledge that part too. So you get a reminder that you're not a part of that community. for me, just a reminder that the people that you're supporting aren't aware, or not even aware, conscious.
Really don't care
of
about
your
you.
struggle. They don't give a fuck. They are just a bunch of rich motherfuckers that live in their own bubble. And I think a great example of that, too, did y'all see the Michael Rubin interview on the Breakfast Club?
Yeah.
Remember when he was talking about how he just wasn't aware that black people really go through that? Like, that shit wasn't real until he befriended Meek Mill and went to his court
And then
case
it became a
and
thing.
seen that
That's
what
what-
happened.
that's
And
what
then
I'm
he
saying.
came
Heard
When I
about
say-
what's going
so
through.
Black-
the people
I mean, white
in those
people are
circles,
ignorant, truly ignorant.
Right. So the people in those circles, yes, they are unaware
They are
of the
truly
offense that
unaware.
people would take. To they don't, and it's not that they don't care, but at the end of the day, it's shit not that important to them. They got bigger,
Because
so
it's
they're.
not on their radar. It's not something that they have to worry about.
But we're buying into these groups as a status symbol.
Mm-hmm.
This is excellence to us. This is not to us,
No, I'm
Yeah.
I'm not shaking my head to dispute you.
Oh,
I'm shaking my head
yeah.
to other things.
but that's a status symbol. So for everybody that's buying and supporting and endorsing, listen, don't get me wrong. If I was a millionaire, I wouldn't mind buying a Gucci shirt. It doesn't hurt my bottom
I
line.
think I might.
You know what I'm saying? I don't mind buying, some Louis Vuitton. I might, indulge a little bit. I might splurge because that's my economic situation. Not to be accepted in those groups, but because I can afford that stuff. But at the end of the day, if you're looking at the middle class people that don't buy that shit, like, yo, we should boycott Gucci. Yo, y'all care? It's just like, nah, fam, we've been boycotting Gucci for the longest. What the fuck y'all been doing? That's y'all money y'all fucking
boycott
up.
Gucci for 31 years.
Right.
Here, so now I'm coming to my take. I felt my take. I care so much as I'm concerned that companies think it's okay to put out ugly ass clothes and sell them for $900. The fucking turtleneck is hideous.
It's not attractive.
I really can't get past that to even get to the blackface part.
That's easy,
It's
right?
ugly
Yeah.
as
Not even
shit.
that
You saw the
it's
Montclair
hideous.
jacket?
It's not.
Yeah,
Shit was
it's
whack.
stupid. Like it's a bunch of little faces.
But you know
It's
what?
Stupid.
No.
You see a nigga in the
Is it
Montclair-
warm?
My issue is materialism. My issue is a lot of you motherfuckers can't dress and y'all don't have any fashion sense because you can go to Five Below and put together a fucking outfit better than some of that shit y'all niggas be wearing. Like you could go to American Apparel or
Well, you should
Zara
American
or
Apparel is
H&M and
expensive
put together.
to me.
Yeah, you're right.
Shit's
You can go to
overpriced.
H&M or Zara and put together a better outfit than some of these niggas that be Gucci down to the socks, spend $10,000 on an outfit, and the nigga that be like, oh, but it's $5,000 though.
Socks like a big
Shit,
poppy
wax.
baby.
Like it doesn't change this my answer. Like
Yeah,
the shit is corny.
it's trash.
my G.
You look dumb as
Yeah.
shit.
Like I don't
For
like
me,
Balenciaga sneakers
I've never been
at all.
Yeah.
I just can't stand them.
a fashion guy, so it's already a disconnect there for me because I just don't get the desire to spend that type of money on an item of clothing that may not last
It doesn't-
any longer
Than
than
anything else.
yeah.
But not just that. It's not sure if you were a millionaire or a multimillionaire, you could justify
I would
that.
definitely have to be a multi. If I had $1 million, I'm not buying that shit.
Me either.
But what I'm saying
I'm not
is,
buying an
it's your-
expensive ass pair of shoes. That's just a fact
I would
in
do
my
a
life.
thing.
You like what you like.
I maybe
People like
have
what they like.
The people like what they like. It would be
nice
a
ass
shoe.
car.
It would be
I
a
barely
thing. Yeah,
drive.
I would
It's
do
probably gonna be an
a
old school or something like that.
I like cars. Like I get it. Like people like what they like, so I'm not above that. Like I get that part of it. Like I like cars a lot. I would spend
I like
a whole
old
lot of
schools.
money on cars.
I think I would.
I would spend money on watches. I love watches.
Oh, definitely give me a Rollie.
I would get more than a
Sure.
Rollie.
That's
I get a
what
Patek.
I would
get
give
a lot.
me a couple joints.
I love watches, but
That's
it's
my
certain
choice,
things
too.
I know I would spend the money on.
Yeah.
So I'm not above that. It's just like knowing what you're spending your money on.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not going to
And I'm
judge
not
because
gonna-
we all going to find out vice. If
And
we
I'm
got
not
Yeah.
gonna
it.
talk. And I'm not gonna talk to a bunch
Facts.
of. What I'm not gonna do is bring my rich issues to a bunch of people that are not. Before I would say I would strive to be able to wear Gucci so I could look like I had money. As a grown ass man, I don't give a fuck about Gucci or wearing it or anything. I'm not spending my last on one
Yeah,
item of
and the
clothing.
bizarre part of it is if you are wearing Gucci in a way that people know that it is Gucci, then you 9 times out of 10 don't have the racks to really stand up
Because
against
you
it.
Exactly.
need the
Because if I have to
recognition.
advertise
That's
that
what
I'm
I'm
wearing
saying.
Gucci.
Because I don't like
Exactly.
gaudy stuff. That'd be my whole thing. Like,
Exactly.
all right, on the inside of the jacket, if it's low as the time, but on the outside, it just look like a regular
I
leather.
rock that.
That's flavor. You know what that tell me? This nigga went there because he just saw the jacket and it was nice. Like me and my brother was in up the outlets or whatever. I saw this jacket. It was crazy. It was a Coach jacket. Super dope. Jacket was $1,200. I would have bought that shit. If I had the $1,200 to throw at a jacket.
And that's what it
But at the end of the day,
and I like you use throw. Because
Yeah.
I'm
Did you
throwing you
just
throw.
because I wouldn't think about it. But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, it was just like flavor. Didn't have no brands on it. It wasn't cheesy. It was just like you wouldn't know what it was. It was just a nice
Yeah, that's I
fucking
told you.
jacket.
That's the type of stuff I like.
Niggas
Yeah.
be wanting to. That's why I said you can just so you can stunt on these niggas. And people think when they put their Gucci on, they Louis on, they stunting on a bunch of poor people. Because that's all we want to do. We go around other poor people and want to look rich amongst the group. That's what it is.
It's
Right?
bizarre. You know what's so crazy? Like, I'll talk to people and they're always like I'll have conversations about this very thing. And when I see a guy that, like, that's in my age bracket, that's kind of in my socioeconomic status, but he rocks name brand constantly, or he has to have, like, the flyest car, some fucking coupe. I fucking hate coupes. I don't know if you guys know this, but I think they're dumb as shit. But whatever. That's just my shit. Just,
You gonna hate me in
I
a couple
oftentimes
years.
think, this is literally my thought process. What is he lacking in? What is he covering up with having to have these things? Because I've already said, I already know you're in the same
So you feel like
socioeconomic
he's
status as me.
peacocking, basically.
You this is my day still time. You perpetrating a fraud. Like you acting like something that's really not happening, and I can't help but to believe that it's
You wanna see
because something else. Yeah, same thing. Substance. Same thing as we talked about last week. Substance matters more to me than many other things.
I get caught in this thing where I feel like I'm that nigga, but I be feeling like I gotta remind niggas because I don't peacock that I'm that nigga. You know what I mean? And certain niggas walk in the doors like, oh, he that nigga, and then you're looking below it because he's peacocking because you're a second level thinker that he might not be that nigga.
I've said
Probably
it
not
before,
that
but
easy.
my dad said to me one time, if you can't get her in your worst, you don't want her. And it's probably because he said it to me when I was so young. That's been my mindset ever since. So I've never felt the need to impress a woman with
Material
clothes.
shit.
Yes, I think you should be clean. I think my mom told me to make sure my nails is always right. Make sure there's no dirt under your nails. Make sure your toes is right. Make sure your sneakers are clean. Stuff like that. Make sure your face is right. Your beard, if you're gonna rock it, make sure it's soft.
Just be well
Be
kept.
clean.
It doesn't mean
Yeah,
like it doesn't
but
mean you know what I mean.
Never was it. Make sure your clothes
Cost this
are-
amount of money.
Yeah,
Like no.
and at the low.
That's what I'm saying. Some niggas just
never
ain't got,
wasn't.
Some niggas just ain't got flavor though. Because I
Because
see
you got the juice, you got the juice.
I see niggas that be fly as shit, not one logo showing, so you don't know what the fuck it is. And if you gotta ask me what it is, then I did it right. If you gotta ask me, yo, where you get that from, then
must have
I feel
been-
like you did it right.
Yep.
It must have been Puff or Jay-Z that first started bigging up purple label suits. When you couldn't know, we wouldn't know who made
And
the
stop
suit.
with the logo
and it was,
secret.
yeah, exactly. And that was just another reinforcement. The guy who's rocking jerseys, and I would rock a jersey from time to time, was like, fuck all that all of a sudden. And even though I was never a big Jay-Z follower, to hear him say it was also then another reinforcement, like, yeah, why do I feel? And then honestly, I went and had my dad get me the suit with no fucking label on it. And that joint was sharp as a tack. Obviously can't fit it now, but it was sharp as shit. And you know, I was just proud to have a good suit and not have a label on it because I felt like, yeah, if Jay-Z can do it, bitch.
Right.
You know what I'm
When
saying?
I was
What's
a kid,
up?
I felt like labels. When you're poor and you're growing up, labels define you because it was just like, yeah, if you go to school with some bobos on, you catching heat. If you go to school with some Bugle Boy jeans on, you catching some heat. Like niggas would, you know,
I
bust.
got made fun of.
And you're right. I got made fun of a lot. So I do remember those days. So it does come from something. To where as though, you know, as of course a grown ass man that understands, it's just like, all right, like it's not what you wear, it's how you wear it. So we can transition there. But there are still a lot of grown ass men out here with children mentality.
So I got a question for you, Ray. Because your son has a desire, and honestly, I don't know if it's a desire for labels or just a desire to look stylish, which I feel like are two very different things.
Flavor. Go ahead, I'm with you.
One, which one is it? And then two, if it's the label piece of it, how do you transition him into focus? No, freak the label, it's the style, freak the style.
I'm glad you said that. Because clothes-wise, it's not really a label thing. It's more so of a style thing. He likes sweatsuits. He basically mimics me. So he'll see me with a pair of jeans on, sweater, or some shit like that. He's like, oh, I like the way you put that together, pal. Like, I want to do something like that. You know what I mean? So you'll see him come out. Like, one day I wore a pair of green jeans and a pair of tan trees or whatever. So he needs some Timbs. You know what I mean? Then he got the green cargo jeans or whatever to go with it. Like, so he knows how to put an outfit together. Like, he'll put his old outfit together, style it himself. I do not dress him no more. Like, he goes in his closet and pull his shit out. But as far as sneakers go, it's a whole nother ballgame. Then you seen this nigga walk around with a Nike sign. There's a swoosh in his fucking head. Like, this nigga's Nike. 100%.
I think I'm okay if it's just the sneakers.
Yeah,
because how many?
The sneakers got to be
sneaker brands.
The sneakers got to be Nike, but the way he be smacking sneakers, we got to have a pimp conversation. We got to have a real conversation about this because you're not ready to take care of it.
He was finna rock some dick Air Max and be with me.
Oh, he smacked. I just bought him. You seen the Jones I got him? The green and black Jones. I got him some fire ass Air Maxes. You know what I mean? We had to pay the premium on them, but I'm telling you now, you smack these, you're wearing Converses. Converses are a sign that
you some Chuck Taylors, player.
You can smack these $40, $50 sneakers, cuz you're not smacking $150 sneakers though. And in fact, you're gonna get another pair just right after that. You're gonna be wearing them shits. Them shits is squeaking like a mouse.
I got some super glue right here. We're gonna
Right.
do that so.
Cause this nigga will have 3 fresh pairs of sneakers. He'll find his favorite shoe and rock that with everything. You know what I mean? So I make him aware that if you don't wear these sneakers, you know I'm not buying you. Like it doesn't work like that. You're not getting no more sneakers like that. Cause I'll come, of course. But it's just like, I had these sneakers for 3 years, or I had these for 4. Like, cause I'll pull out some shit from years ago that he like, ooh, like those Jones is like, yeah, these is old. You know what I mean? So he want Yeezys now. Oh, Dad, I want some. No, you won't.
This nigga said he wants some Yeezys.
He wants some Yeezys now.
You got Yeezys money, player?
It's just like, not even that, nigga. So you can do what?
Right.
Smack these shit?
That's the second question. For what purpose?
I will give you because listen.
These school shoes.
My son,
clothes?
Yeah, exactly. school clothes and play clothes. I'm glad you said that. That's a lesson going on in my house. You like to play ball at school. So if you like to play ball at school, why would you wear your good sneakers that you don't play ball in? Wear the sneakers that you ball in. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? He doesn't get that concept. I'm like, just throw an extra pair of sneakers in your bag. When it's time to play ball, throw your shit on. Because I be trying to like encourage him to be mature and make these decisions and shit, but he just don't get it. It's just like, nah, nigga, this nigga was hooping in Timbs. Nigga put the crease in the Timbs. I said, this nigga killed the motherfucking Timbs. Seriously, I was about to cry.
Cause no Timbs 101, boy. You don't fucking get on your toes. You creasing them.
This nigga out there playing rough house in a pair of butters.
Oh,
I said, he killed the butters.
Some butt nakeds.
He killed the butters, baby. He killing the butters.
I've never owned a pair of Timbs in my life.
What?
He killed the butters.
I mean, I had like the low top black ones. Literally kept them for 7 years, and I would wear them every time it snowed. That was literally But my mom and dad.
I definitely hopped on the butter string.
I've never, and I like even as an adult, I'd be like, damn, I really want some butter. So I'd be like, I don't want to spend that money on butters. And it's really a thought process, but I think it's because my mom and dad, my dad more specifically than my mom, was always like, you want what? Why do you want that? And it was always a conversation like, well, why do you want that? And it would always be obviously because everybody else got it, Daddy. Like, what are you talking about? I need it because they got it. I need to look like somebody. And he would be like, so how you feel about yourself is contingent upon how these people look at you.
He make you
literally as a child. This is what he's feeding into me. As a child, like this is what he would say constantly. So it's to the point that as an adult now, like all I think about is those conversations constantly. those conversations. I will not. I literally spent like within the last year, I bought a pair of Prestos, $90, and when I tell you that shit hurt, that shit hurt. $90, and I bought Mickey the same pair for $70, and I said
it hurt.
They hurt, fam. Like but they're so fucking comfortable. I swear to God, they're like some of the most comfortable pair of sneakers I ever
I'm willing to
had.
pay for thing. After I make a purchase, if I can say to myself it was worth it, I'm good. If the shoes are super comfortable and your clothes fit right, what do you mean? I don't buy shoes.
Sneakers, whatever.
You
have a pair.
I got plenty of sneakers.
I was about to say.
I can't lie, but they not old. I do got a fresh pair of Pumas.
Whenever you do buy sneakers, what do you think? What are you expecting to spend?
I got big feet. I'm expecting to spend anywhere between, depending on where I'm shopping, anywhere between 60 to 120. That's how much I'm willing to spend.
I got little feet, and I'm expecting to spend between 80 and 160.
No, if I can get something for $40,
oh,
and
don't
it's
get me wrong,
and it's
I grabbed some
straight
canvas
black or something, I'm good.
I grabbed some, and this is why I'm trying to teach my young boy how to be a player, because I'm just like, yo, it's not what you wear, it's how you wear it. But he's not at that level yet, so he just like when it comes to his footwear, it's just like he just see the swoosh, and that's it. Like I'm lit. You know what I mean? I'm like, no, like you can swag these out. So we talk about different shit because he like to swag his shit out. I'm like, oh, that's your flavor? He like, that is my flavor. I'm like, you swaggy, baby. You know what I mean? Like I give him that. And then it's just like, all right, but I gotta put some flavor on your sneaks. Like, and then I come downstairs and some canvas joints. I had some Puma joints. I spent $30 on a joint at the Puma outlet. You know, I love layers. I ain't missing out on these. I ain't even planning to get myself nothing. I was getting everybody else something, but it just looked like something.
That's how I live my life.
You gotta treat
yourself. I tell you to buy shit.
That's it. That's the only reason I bought the $90 pair of sneakers, because Mickey, her dad bought her a pair of Prestos, and I'm like, literally had a conversation with him, like, why the fuck would you buy my baby a $70 pair of sneakers? He like, she wanted them, but they was flavored, they was lit, solid. But she loved them, and I don't know if it was because her dad bought them or because they are like literally so fucking comfortable it doesn't make sense. But she dicked them. Like when I say she dicked them, I'm going to tell you how bad she dicked them. I bought her the same pair of sneakers that I had. They're like, it's my fault. They like a peachy color, cute. I'm like, oh baby, go ahead and match your sneakers. To this day, mine look like they just came out the box. 3 days after she bought hers,
they pink.
she wore hers. I don't even they're not pink anymore. They're like a gray or something. Like I've washed them. They have holes in the mesh because they're not even like a solid foundation of sneaker. They're just so fucking comfortable and airy and amazing. They're like so comfortable.
I still wear my Prestos. They're like 4 years old.
They're so comfortable, but she dicked them. Like dicked them. Oh my God, it doesn't make sense. But she loves them. Like she's still like, mommy, can I get a new pair? And I'm like, oh.
$70, player.
The most comfortable.
Right, and now you got the money for it because you got your little business. But me and her had those conversations. We went to Michael's one day because that's like her playground, like a fucking creative store. So we're in Michael's, and she like, I want that, I want this, I want this. So I let her pick her shit out. I said, baby, where your money? She said, it's at the house. Duh. I was like, so how you gonna pay for this? She's like, what? You're my mommy. What are you talking about? I said, you are now an entrepreneur. You make your own money. You're going to have to pay for this. Now, I can pay for it, but you won't have to run that back.
That is fucking fire. I'm so glad she did
I was so proud of my baby. She started looking in that cart like, this can go. Oh, that can go. That can go. I said, go, baby. I was so proud of her. She said, oh, I don't need this.
Budgeting
That's
on the fly.
Huh?
Budgeting on the fly.
Exactly. I was like, go, baby. Yes, that's all I wanted you to do. Like, I low-key was going to, she still paid me back, but I was in my mind, I was like, I might not make her pay me back all this because I was just so proud of her in that moment for saying.
But you made her make a player decision. And I keep saying player decisions because Cat Williams fucking put this shit all the way in perspective on that comedy special when he said, my son wanted some Jordans. And I said, son, you can have the Jordans. You can get Jordans all day. He said, but I can take you to Payless. And you can get these sneakers. You can get the Incredible Hulks. You can get the Spider-Mans. You can get the Iron Mans. He said, all for the same price as that one pair of Jordans. and he said, I'm gonna just sit here and let you make a player decision. And I said, you know what, Dad? I'm gonna get all the other sneakers instead of that pair of Jordans. And that's what we gotta leave our kids. We gotta give our kids the option to be like, listen, you can get this one item all day. It's cool, but you just know you're getting that one item. Or, because there's an or, you can get this, that, and that. What would Jesus do?
Exactly. Dog, Mickey was with her
What would Jesus
stepmom
do?
one day at the market, and her stepmom says to me later when I went to go pick her up, she said, we was in the market, and I picked up this thing, and Mickey came up to me and said, they got it right over there for like $2 less. I don't know why you would get that when you can get this. I said, oh, this is one of my proudest moments. Like, my proudest moments with my baby are for shit like that.
When you say
That's it.
to me.
I ain't gonna lie. My girl became my girl the first time she saved me money.
I ain't mad at that.
At all.
Any woman that saves you money, like y'all, like chicks want, like broad, ladies, y'all want to know what makes you a keeper? Like
they'll lie to you. They lying to you when they tell you it's food. Food is up there, but that ain't it.
That ain't it.
That ain't it.
Chief called. That ain't it. I'm telling you now. The first time you tell a nigga this shit is on sale. Matter of fact, ask a nigga to take you to a restaurant and get that nigga a Groupon. Nigga, bitch. This motherfucker here. That bitch. Nigga,
that's what I'm about to say.
You stay at home. I'm taking you to meet my mom, bitch. You ain't going nowhere. You staying forever.
That's what I was about to say.
You saved me some money because as a single man, I looked at women as a liability. It's like, God damn, I got caught all this hoes. And I used to be, man, living the single life, I ain't gonna lie, man, shit was expensive. I was out here. And it used to be like, all right, my tricking budget is this week. You're making players' decisions and shit. It is fucking Ruby Tuesdays and Applebee's type money. This ain't no motherfucking Ruth Chris, ho. So we ain't gonna make this work. Cause I'm a volume shooter. I got multiple bitches to take out this week, not just you. We ain't going to.
That's some of the most attractive shit a woman can do.
Listen, first time my girl saved me some money, nigga, I said, you know what? You ain't going no motherfucking where. Because obviously you ain't trying to see a nigga go in a hole for taking you out and showing you a good motherfucking time. Any girl that give you any lady that take her time to give you a Groupon, because honestly, I look at women like money ain't a thing. Like when you think about the Jay-Z and Jermaine Dupri, money ain't a thing. That shit is the woman's anthem. That is not a man's anthem. That shit is a woman's anthem. Cause chicks find some shit they like and that money ain't a fucking thing. Like my girl throw money away on Amazon, whatever she into at the time, Sephora, whatever she feeling, she like, fuck that nigga. I need this shit. And it just be like, babe, you got like 100 different lipsticks. But this one is it, babe. You know what? Go ahead and spend $50 on a lipstick. I don't know. It's chapstick to me.
That's crazy.
All right, that is crazy. But I'm just saying at the end of the day.
No, but there are lipsticks that
I'm sure there
there's
are.
no bullshit about it.
Rihanna Fenty is
What is it
like
gonna
$30.
do?
And I want to support Rihanna so bad, but
what I'm
I would
saying
buy
is-
her lingerie before I bought her lipstick. Her
Jermaine Dupri and
makeup.
Jay-Z money ain't a thing is the woman's anthem, not a man's anthem. And a chick that save you some bread,
That's how you tell me you love me. Save me some money.
save me some motherfucking money. That's
Teach
it.
me how to save.
Please help me save a couple dollars.
I feel
Girl,
it.
I'm free.
I
over
feel
there,
it.
you single baby, and you couponing. Bring
And
that
nigga
shit
take-
to a man. I bet you
feel
work
Take a
that
nigga on
ass
a
up.
date to the supermarket and take your coupons with you, and show that nigga how he can turn 120 into 40.
That's just so sexy.
That shit be the sexiest shit. That nigga eat your booty hole.
That's just so sexy.
I feel that. I don't
Without
keep
the
mine,
slightest
so that'll
hesitation.
never be the fucking
You know,
thing.
we supposed to be talking about
But
Gucci.
I'll pay for a date. I'm not couponing. I just
No.
fucking
See,
don't.
you-
Paying for a date is a nice gesture.
It's nice, yeah.
But if I'm paying and you save me
teaching
some
me
money,
or showing me how to save my
I
own money,
can't-
that's hot.
I'm cheap as shit. Like, I'm not even cheap. I'm frugal. I get it from my dad. Like, why the fuck would I spend this amount when I can get the same thing for this amount?
Sure.
Yeah, I get that. But it don't be on no shit that a man would like even dig. It would just, it's like my Shay shit. Like, it would just, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll go to Save Light in New York minute. My mom fucking hates it. And she'll be like, that's you and your father's favorite store. Why the fuck not? not, bro. Like, I don't even understand what the fuck you talking about. Like, I don't even have to buy it. If it's an empty box in this bitch, I don't need to buy it back here. What are you talking about? You're talking crazy. I don't get it. You bizarre. Cause she be like, I'm gonna go to Giant because I can get wine here.
Let me explain something now.
I don't go to a store.
I don't shop at Save A Lot either.
My mom loves.
I shop at Aldi.
The meat.
I love
You
Aldi.
feel me?
Aldi cool.
I
Okay.
done knocked my mic over
But
like
what I'm
4
saying
times.
is, the meat
I
ain't
love
right
Aldi.
at Save A Lot. I
The
would
what?
Save A Lot, the meat ain't right.
I don't buy meat at
I
Save A
don't
Lot. I
care.
buy like
I'm
the
not
basic
different.
like filler shit at Save A Lot.
You already on my playlist.
You got no way to go for what you want.
Exactly. That's
It's
all.
the filler shit. That's it. Like,
Oh.
yeah, I buy the filler shit at Save A Lot.
I forget that I'm talking to my equivalents.
You know, yeah, we already on that way. We already on that way. What are you talking about?
We got to be careful out here. That's all I'm saying. You got to know what you're consuming.
You do, you really do. But Aldi, their meats are pretty good. They're pretty organic. Like their produce is really good.
Stay with fresh produce.
Yeah, I like Aldi. Aldi is a
That's
lot for me.
primarily where I get my produce, my syrup. Syrup is expensive as shit. I stopped doing the artificial shit. Now it's real maple syrup. That shit's
My
expensive,
syrup.
dog.
You don't use
That was a very
Trust me.
specific thing.
Trust me. Syrup is
Aunt
expensive.
Jemima's is artificial?
Read the back of that shit. First ingredient, high fructose corn syrup. Second ingredient, corn syrup.
And you know,
Ain't no
so
maple in that
ingredient,
bitch.
like ingredient list, the very first, the
The
first
most-
things, they're the
I
most potent.
I've
Like
been using
the
this
most potent.
Buttersworth and Aunt Jemima for my whole
All
life.
it is sugar.
Bruh, you just killed the game.
Dog, try some maple syrup. You're gonna taste the difference, and it's delicious.
You do.
But then you're gonna look at the price, and you're like, I should go get it.
And you made a
I'm
player
I'll be
decision.
right back.
I was
Got some more
about to
shit.
say, got you making player decisions in this motherfucker
really does.
every time.
It
Cause
really
that's
does.
all I do when I go to the supermarket. Like, let me make a motherfucking player decision. I
You
can't.
really do. You have to think logically about these things because it ultimately, you think like in the moment, you're like, oh, it's just this little bit of money. But when you think about it in a larger scheme of things, if you do this same type of trip often enough, it'll save you a nice amount of money.
Syrup this big.
All right, let me read the ingredients.
7
for some
ounce.
motherfuckers that ain't
Oh, it's
shit.
one ingredient.
7
Ingredients: 100% pure maple syrup.
The end.
You mean, man, I'm
It's-
thinking
That's
of
the
Take that
end.
shit.
Get out of here.
So, just maple syrup. That's like $7. You
All
can
right, let me
get
come on.
taste that
Just a
shit.
minute right now.
Wow.
Yes,
this is,
nigga.
First off,
Yo.
this is some woman shit.
Yo.
This is a glass bottle.
Yes.
Games! Like, no, that shit is wow.
Dog.
Remember going to
So I
Barsham
stick
Gardens?
to
Did
it.
y'all go to Barsham Gardens on field trips when y'all was kids?
Wow.
Yes.
Did you ever
This is
taste?
You
delicious.
taste a true
Remember
difference.
tasting-
Yeah, you really do.
Did you remember tasting the syrup coming straight out the tree? The
Yeah.
sap? Nigga.
It's a true difference.
Never tasted it again in my life. I only
True
remember
difference.
tasting it when I went to Barsham Gardens, and I
True
never.
difference.
That's actually. the
And
first
so,
time.
Yep.
I'm willing to spend, and this is where my frugalness gets all fucked up. I'm gonna spend $7 on this little shit. This is how thin this shit is.
First off, you
That's
gotta treat
$7.
yourself.
Yeah,
And that's
this is $7.
Whoa.
that
Jeez.
change your whole perspective, that change your whole outlook.
Versus an Aunt Jemima joke this big, this wide.
If y'all ain't hear the
$7.
shotgun go off, that was the shotgun. God damn, I'm like,
But it tastes
add an animation
so
to this shit.
real. If
No, that's
what
the
I'm saying.
realest syrup
And this
I've
shit
seen.
says 12 servings.
See,
No.
but that's gonna cause a fight in my house.
No.
You know why? Because my
6.
kids is super liberal with their motherfucking
That's why
syrup.
it's
They
so-
just
now
say, you gotta pour this
Daddy
syrup.
Daryl
Exactly.
poured the syrup.
Let me
Fuck
show you
that
how
shit.
much syrup you need.
Listen,
you
this is
little
all
fucker.
you need.
Right, yeah, you can't let the kids control
Tablespoons,
that.
my bitch.
You
All
can't
right,
but
control.
it's
You
good.
can't let kids.
You just
control
changed the syrup here.
Cause you taste, if you taste the difference between sugar.
Do you go to
And
Aldi's?
maple syrup.
Aldi's
I need to go to
literally
Aldi's.
is like
Aldi's.
it's
Just
really
go with
what's
it. The
up.
first time I
I'm
went to
gonna shop.
Aldi,
I'm gonna shop.
the first
I
time
mean,
went
you
to
might
Aldi,
see
I
a
felt
rug
real
in
bougie.
there and
I'm
a
like, what is
sofa
this shit?
too, because they sell a lot of
They sell
shit.
some random stuff.
They do. They sell a lot of random shit, but the food wise is
That's
authentic.
a vibe,
It's good.
That shit was. That
The
shit was
fruit
just
is
really
right,
good.
and
Yep.
the syrup is the hummus is good. I get my hummus from there.
I gotta get that. I gotta get that.
Yeah,
I
man.
got like specific
Free
outlets that
advertising.
I like.
Aldi,
I
you can hit us
I
up. Yes,
wouldn't
some
even
are better
look-
than others.
Yes,
yes,
thanks.
yes.
I wouldn't even look at that.
Dude,
Really?
7% pure maple syrup.
First off,
First
I don't know about
ingredient,
y'all.
only ingredient, 100% pure.
but I'm
maple
looking
syrup.
at price tag. When I go shopping, I'm looking for the tags that show that shit is on sale.
Sure.
That's the first thing I'm looking at. And the only reason I look at the back of labels and shit is on meat products. Like if you buy like something canned, because shit be having pork in it, you don't know. You know what I mean? So I gotta make sure, you know what I mean, shit ain't got certain meat. And outside of that, I just be going for them, but I have to be more conscious of what I'm putting in my body. And I have,
Yeah.
like, told myself to make more
Everything,
and
not
be more
even just
conscious
what you're
of that.
putting in your body.
And
Stuff
from
as
Canada.
simple as lotions, hair
I
care
just had a
products,
conversation about that
everything. Because like this, the way that our ingredients read on food, like the first thing is the most potent thing. That's in everything.
Yep.
And so me and my father had a conversation, and he was talking about how many things go wrong for whatever reason. Fragrance and shit is where everybody can play, because all you have to put is fragrance, but that fragrance could be so many fucked up things. But all you have to put on a lotion bottle is fragrance, but that fragrance has
That's
50
true.
other different ingredients that would be something that's terrible shit, the shit that could cause cancer, you know what I mean, all types of shit. But all you have to do on that specific label at that time is put fragrance.
They do that with some of our food. On some of our food, when you look at the ingredients, it'll say in other natural ingredients. Well, what the fuck is that?
What is in other? What?
What is
Can
What
we
you
talk
talking about?
about fragrance real quick? I would say like 4 months ago, probably, we had a conversation. And it was the conversation I talked about putting my deodorant conversation.
Yeah.
And I told y'all about, you know what I mean, hitting the hot spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You always got secrets,
hit the gooch and shit. Did y'all see the product that they just released for that?
No.
Did they do that?
I didn't send y'all.
Wait,
I feel like you did. Yes, you did. I think you did.
There's a deodorant or a
Yes, I've
product.
seen it. I have.
We could have
Specifically
made
for your
that shit,
genitals.
yo. No thought is original, man. We should have did that.
Does it like leg taste?
Oh yeah, we make a flavor one.
Or something, like something void of taste. Because if you put like
Yeah, it gotta be
deodorant on your
nothing,
balls,
or it gotta be
it's,
something.
you know what I'm saying?
But-
Exactly.
but
yeah, like
I gotta teach
you can't do that
no,
thing where you got.
I gotta you
Nobody
get that
wants to do
pasty
that.
taste. You don't
Yeah.
want to do that. That's what I'm saying. Like I had, trial and error. Of course, I learned. So you don't hit like you don't put it like.
Oh my goodness.
Work with me.
You just say trial and error.
But you can't hit the spots that people. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah.
So you gotta hit like the inside of your leg. Bomb. That's where the most friction is anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you hit the inside of your leg, that still kind of keeps that.
Right,
you know,
isn't it
anti-perspirant.
invisible though?
'Cause you gotta
because
think
I
about
also
shit.
It gotta
think
be
about that
invisible
makeup
solid.
shit.
Right.
Because if
Because
I
used
see
to
that,
I use
I'm
secret
just
for
gonna
the
be like,
longest. Like, my deodorant is secret. I don't, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't want that
so many guys I
residue
know wear,
on my
like,
shit.
lady
Women's deodorant.
deodorant.
Women's
Because it
deodorant
smells
is the
better.
best.
I know a lot of some
Y'all
guys I
put-
know
we
wear
learned that
because
in
it's
college,
like
yeah.
it. Some guys' skin just wasn't built for male deodorant.
No,
Like
that's
it's
the thing,
something
too.
very different.
Yeah,
in
male
it.
deodorant is just something
Yeah,
else.
It's
strong enough
harsh,
for a man,
yeah.
pH balance for a woman.
Yeah,
I might
yeah,
need some of that pH balance myself.
Strong enough for a
Yeah.
man, made for a woman.
Yeah.
Secret is great. But yeah, that shit came out. All I'm saying is, I be right. I be sounding wrong than a motherfucker. But I be right sometimes about some of these ideas I be coming off. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to keep it smooth, man. I be trying to tell niggas, like, especially, see, I'm not a big guy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't smell other niggas' balls often. But I just remember being in football locker rooms and shit.
I don't smell other niggas' balls often.
Cause I don't. But if you walk into like a locker room and shit, and you smell other niggas, like nigga, you smell
Well,
like
yeah, there is a
balls.
smell of balls.
Oh.
You can attest to being in a fucking locker room
Yeah.
and smelling.
It was
men.
just the way you just
and it's
delivered
just,
it.
and it's just
Yeah, I
terrible.
smell niggas' balls often.
I don't
But
smell
when
other
I
niggas.
do, I
Or
expect you to
excuse me.
smell like secret.
No, but what I'm saying is, in introducing these concepts to niggas, it's just like, this shit shouldn't sound so foreign. Because I'm thinking, like, nigga, I smelled the locker room.
Niggas don't care, and the reality of the fact is niggas don't care about how they balls smell because bitches don't make them care. Like,
That's
they
the
don't
thing.
say, like, nigga, your balls stink. They'll still be like, alright,
I'm thinking
I'll deal with it. Cause you
along the
know
lines
about
of,
me crab
bitch,
legs.
when you going down there, I want you to feel at home. I want you to be perfectly comfortable with everything that's about to transpire here. I want you to feel
The
good about
thing
what
is,
you
some
did.
bitches do.
I've had it both ways.
I want you to feel great about what you
Your
just
dick
did.
tastes sweaty. Well, you know.
That's what I'm saying. That's an insult to a nigga like me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want a
It's
bitch
a-
to tell me I ain't smelling
insult?
right.
I wouldn't go that far,
It ain't
but
right. That shit
conscious
is
moment.
insult. No, you got your. In certain ways, in certain ways, you got your mind in the game. I'm with you on that. In certain ways, you got your mind in the game. That's a player's decision too. I'm with you, 100%. But for me, I listen. That's a cardinal offense for me. Like the nigga,
Can we have a moment, guys? Because the original topic was Gucci and blackface on it.
I'm talking
about the Gucci. Bring it.
I bring it home for you.
Home.
We talking
bring
about
it
Gucci.
right or home.
I took y'all straight to the Gucci. Niggas, make sure your Gucci smell it right. Nigga, get that.
No, definitely make sure your Gucci smelling right. My trick is, and the trick only came once you have a kid. Baby wipes are a godsend.
Oh yeah. Oh absolutely.
They are a godsend.
Can the church say
real
amen?
Quick, pop, hey, I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to go.
And then they don't get that taste. Because here's the thing I've had to learn, because I'm a lotioner. You know, I lotion everything. Women don't want to taste the lotion on your penis.
Nope.
It's not.
Well, you put lotion on your whole penis?
I put lotion on my penis, yes.
I don't do lotion.
See, how much detail do I want to?
Because
if you're a grower,
I'm trying to think about it.
I'm a grower. I'm not a shower.
Yeah, so then you want lotion on it because it has.
But what I be thinking about is fucking oil bumps and shit. See, I be thinking too far ahead.
I don't get oil bumps, so don't worry about that.
I get them. So I don't want you to be looking at an oil bump like, nigga.
You
What's
got
happening
shave.
down here?
It ain't right. Huh?
I
You
trim.
got shave.
Of course,
I trim. I don't shave.
Shave. No, you can't
Yeah,
take
with
a
the
blade in
clippers.
there.
Yeah,
There you
no,
go.
Okay.
no.
You gotta have your ball clippers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotta keep it clean. You gotta hold yourself to the same standards you will hold your ladies to.
Right, because I don't like.
I hope a nigga don't shave then. That shit's not for me. Like, I fucking hate it. I mean, I will.
Balls, we don't need it butt naked, but you gotta shave it.
balls?
I'll clip it. It'll be clipped. But, like, if a nigga tell me he likes a bald yoni,
You sound like a petty.
then I just feel like, who have you been fucking? I am a grown-ass woman.
All right, so let me debunk that. Because a shaved box ain't indicative, or a furry box, or whatever, trimmed box. Ain't
Oh, I
indicative.
know. Don't get it fucked up. I know that.
Grown-ass woman.
But
there's a lot of young girls with
yeah,
burgers.
cool,
Yeah.
definitely get
Walking around with the
that. But I
motherfucker.
am, and it's just honestly, it's like it's a fucking task, dog. Like
I get it.
all
Sure
the
is.
crevices,
Yeah, y'all got
all
more
the
creases
whole
than we got.
everything you gotta do, like where all your hair grows. The fact that I'm a woman and you like,
And then where do you
You know.
stop?
like how do you
I'm
where
gonna
do
give
you
you.
stop?
I'm
Like
gonna give
it's
you.
just
I'm
so
gonna give you.
muchness
I'm gonna give you a
to
wild
it.
A line, and I acknowledge your effort. So I clap for her. She deserving applause. Shorty worked that baton, but that's all I can give you. I just appreciate the effort that you put into making sure that shit was clean when I was
Yeah.
there.
Nope.
And I'm going
It's
bless
gonna
her.
be
I don't need
clean.
it,
That
ball.
don't mean it gotta be.
No, it don't have to be super ball for me either. Like as long as it's just, honestly, I don't want any
long as it's
contention
well
with my
kept.
beard. You know what I'm saying? Like I got the hair here. Like let this be the only hair I gotta.
I want it
fight
to
with.
be well kept. I don't want it to be that I come up and gotta keep pulling hair off my
intertwining
tongue.
with my shit.
Yeah, you don't want somebody else's beard intertwined. It's like kissing a man.
I feel that. Okay, I never even thought about that. That's really sad on my part. It's really selfish. But yeah, I get that.
No, I'm lying. I ain't like kissing a man.
Yeah, I wanna go that far.
I'm not fake about it, man. But I'm not eating no hairy pussy. Back in the day, I
It
used to.
depends
Not
where
now.
the hair is.
I'm.
Like it's not gonna
I done
be.
ate. I done ate some hairy pussy before.
What is a hairy? Like what is it? What is it? Is it like? Does it like you gotta
If
do
the
like
hair,
this?
if the
to get
hair
through?
comes to where
You gotta do like
Are you
this
a cat?
to get into like.
Like,
Let me
What I'm
break it
saying
up.
is, it's just
the hair
annoying.
shouldn't be where the clit is. The hair usually need to
It's-
stop.
No,
the hair.
absolutely.
I shouldn't have to pull the hair up to get to it.
Yeah, no, I don't want to have to do that.
I will never want you to do that. I want the clit to be fully exposed.
Yes,
You
don't
get
even
right
really
to that
have to,
thing.
like,
I'm
explore and
just,
shit.
yeah, I'm not Dora the Explorer out here.
Also, no, I feel you because some people really have like really weird pubes, and it's like
I've seen a bevy
nappy.
of different
like,
types of pubes. Straight,
I don't
curly,
know, like-
super curly, kind of curly, coarse.
And I be trying not to
We
judge,
can't play
because
them
I
games.
tell. Because there ain't nothing gonna stop the show. But it still be like, bitch, like, you gotta do something.
Snappy, nappy, dug out.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't gonna
Not
stop me
popping.
from running down, but you got like a rabbit tail back there and shit. Like, and I'm bombing it down, it's just like, bitch, like, I can't.
The
look at
hair
this shit
holes
every time.
odor. You gotta think about that. Hair holes odor. You gotta take all that into consideration.
That too. I'm not even, but it's just like, bitch. I understand you probably like, I don't care, like I'm all natural and shit like that.
Mother Nature, all that shit. You should still control
I
it.
respect
I'll control it.
the
as
notion
far
that you're
as
comfortable with your hair.
my clit is fully exposed, and
Listen, hair
if
around
I'm
the butthole
wearing,
is not a
like if I put on a bed,
That's what I'm talking about. The
No, that's
some
not
chicks,
hot.
some chicks shit go all the way back to the ass.
And no, I've seen that plenty. But you know, hit that. Just hit that. That's
Please.
If you want me to do something with it.
Please.
Cause you really gotta get in the butthole. You know what I'm saying?
And you hit from the back, and you don't know. It's
You looking like Craig back here,
like
man.
you pumping the afro.
No, thank you.
Oh, bitch.
All right, y'all. Anything else? God knows how long
bitch.
we've been going on.
I mean, use it interchangeably. Like,
Ray will call.
I know.
And shit flies so smooth.
These
You heard
things
how
I know.
quickly it came out. It wasn't intentional.
I'm glad y'all enjoyed the syrup.
Intentional. It
Yes,
was
sir.
really good.
Yeah, I would.
It made you feel better about spending $7 on a bottle. I know.
I got
No,
confirmation.
Yeah, no,
fact.
that actually
No,
was
for sure, for
delicious.
sure.
You should, if
The
you
glass
got to
bottle
eat some hairy coochie, you should put some
makes me feel more
$7
secure,
syrup.
too.
Yeah, and it's really it's a nice display. Like it looks.
I don't
good.
like that the spout.
Yeah, why is it not
thing
bigger?
so
That
smoky.
shit
I don't
actually
know
really
what to do
pissed
with
me off a
this.
little bit. Like, why wouldn't it be bigger?
Oh,
It feels like it's a waste of
I do got
decoration.
one more topic. So this weekend I went out, and what time is it?
8:30.
All right, cool.
You know he about to fucking
Yeah, we on
turn
time.
red. Everything is about to come out his ear.
So this weekend I went out, and I had a couple tense interactions while I went out, and I'm like, am I that irritable old head now? One interaction, I might have been an irritable old head. Second interaction, it deserves some irritability.
Irritability, sure.
But first time, I go out on Saturday. We went to a bar crawl. I was irritated from Rick because I saw how big the crowds was. I can't do crowded bars anymore. This is not my thing. I'm not against it because I thrived in those elements before.
Absolutely.
So I'm not going to say that it's a bad thing. It's just that the way my patience is set up now, I just can't get bumped 100 times and get stepped on and shit like that, or fight for a drink. It's just not my thing.
Yeah.
Fight to get
Fight
to
to
the
get the
bar.
bartender's attention. Fight to get to the bar.
But this tense interaction had nothing to do with that. This tense interaction happened because I really don't know how what it really actually happened, but I just saw a dude like giving my girl the ice grill, like literally like. So I'm like, yo, like, is he looking at her? Because I didn't even know if he was looking at her at first and shit, like, because I was like off to the side and shit, and it didn't even look. It looked like she was by herself or whatever. But I'm like, what the fuck going on? Like, he looking at her and shit. So I'm moving to the side, like, to show my face, like, what the fuck is up? He like, oh, no. So I'm just like, what the fuck happened? I'm like, yo, did you bump this girl or something like that? She like, what? I'm like, you bumped this girl or something? Like, what's going on? Why boy looking at you like that? She like, oh, like him right there. She like, oh, I don't know. They were standing behind me or something like that. But this nigga looked like he was about to take her fucking head off. Like, I don't know what the fuck type time he was on and shit. So it's just like, dog, like, do we have to get aggressive in here tonight? I didn't come out here for this, but all right, like, whatever. Whatever, though. I look at him, I'm like, yo, what's up? Everything good? He like, no, it's good, whatever. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. Next day, go to my cousin's party. So, in there minding my business, having that time. Whenever I go out, I'm there for two reasons. I think Trey summed this up perfectly. I'm only here for the ladies in the drinks. The ladies in the drinks. The ladies in the drinks. Repeat. So, but I'm with my girl still.
Stupid. So fucking dumb.
Just so I don't make it seem like I'm in there on my hunt. But anyway, so this is my little cousin's birthday, whatever. We all having a good time, whatever. So she's standing like to my left, but behind me and shit. So I'm in there, so a guy bumps me, like, and I'm little. So
Now, what kind of bump was this?
this was I'm not, because it didn't go left at that point. He bumps me like to let me know he was there.
Okay.
But I bumped him to let him know I was there.
Sure.
Obviously I'm small, so I do have a little man syndrome. I do have that. So I might have let him know aggressively that I was there. Like, don't try to just move me out your way, fam. Like, I ain't that nigga. So he comes through, does this little bump thing. So he turns around. Obviously he knows my cousin. She's like, oh, no, that's my cousin, such. Like, nah. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. It ain't about shit. All good. half hour go by, we're back into the night, I'm having a good time. So I go and put my arm around my little cousin. You know, we talking shit, whatever, we having a good time and shit. This nigga come up like, yo, you vouch for this nigga?
Whoa!
That right there was the violation.
Nope.
Continue.
Yeah, go ahead with the story.
Yo, you vouch for this nigga? I vouch for me. She like,
Right?
no, that's my I vouch for me, cuz. Fuck you talking about? So I see this man kindly walk over here. I vouch for me, niggas. What the fuck is up? So she like, no, Ray, no. Like, I know him from around the block. He like, no, because I never saw you, whatever. I don't give a fuck. You don't even know who I am. She's like, no, that's my dad. He like, oh, you Ron nephew? No, I am Ron nephew, but no. Like, what the fuck is up? You know what I'm saying? Like, what type of time you on? But it's just like, yo, at the end of the day, this is why I don't like to go out, because it's just like when you go into the niggerdom, it's always one person that got that
weird
alcohol,
ass shit. That
bravery. And it's just like, dog, if first of all, because he like, no, it's my cousin too. I'm like, first of all, if you was her fucking cousin, number one, you wouldn't be so pre-hyped.
You would be here in love, like you not.
Because
you want some other shit.
Her boyfriend is standing right there.
Right. If somebody had a problem.
Come on, fam. Like, I didn't explain this part to him, but I'm just saying, like, if you think about it, like, everything is indicative of family, and if you were family, how don't I know you?
Right.
I've never seen you a day in my life, man. So you coming up here being super aggressive and shit for nothing, but at the end of the day, like, what do you mean do she vouch for me? Because he like, oh, you Ron, if you, oh, my bad, no, I'm from Cecil Street and all this shit. I'm like, nigga, I don't give a fuck. I'm not from around there, so it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, you know, to not be about nothing, because I ain't with the foolishness. Obviously, you know, I'm a peaceful guy. Like, you know, I'm a loving guy. But for it to not be about nothing, like, why were you so creating this tension as if I won't knock your head off your shoulders over nothing?
Here's what I'll say about
supposed
what
to
you
do?
said. And obviously, everything I'm about to say is going to be...
Baffled.
You know,
I was so glad
it's
that
a
nobody was
hypocrite.
there with me.
It's a hypocrite. Oh, yeah, we would have been fine.
Because it was just like that, too.
I'm a big
'cause-
hypocrite. When he act now, he
Yeah.
completely violated when he asked you about validation. Like, who the fuck are you
Right.
to even feel like
There's somebody
I
that
need
vouch
to
for
be
me.
validated?
No,
to
it wasn't
you.
even do you vouch. This nigga. Who the fuck is this nigga talking to? Like, the first time he said it, it just caught. I heard vouching this nigga. Like, I ain't even. But then I'm like, wait, what? Then he said, do you vouch for this? And I said, no, nigga, I vouch for me. What the fuck you
Yeah.
talking about?
So honestly,
She tried to defuse it. I'm
being a
like,
hypocrite, I would probably have said something very, very similar. I want us to be in a space where we de-escalate the situation.
Because obviously
No.
that nigga with some space
You know
that
me.
y'all,
Yeah,
y'all,
you
y'all
wasn't-
not even operating on the same frequency.
right.
Like,
But
when
you know, I
really
never.
think about it.
I'm not the type.
I'm not saying you. I'm
I
not saying you
don't
escalated.
escalate. Yeah, I didn't
I'm
even-
saying quite the opposite.
No, when I really got mad was when
And I probably wouldn't.
when his man came over here. That's when it was like, then
See
what's
now,
up?
now you're creating an
Oh
issue.
my
Right,
God.
that's
Once
when
you
it
bring
became
your
an issue.
homie in, now you're attempting
No,
to
his
intimidate me.
Yeah, because his homie heard the interaction.
Sure.
and shit.
Once your homie came over here, now I
So
feel
now
like you're
it's like,
trying to
what's up?
intimidate me, and my natural instinct
It's
is
fight.
to puff up and say, "What's up?"
What's up?
I want us to de-escalate, but God damn it, don't do that.
Like, I feel like
Yeah, that was bizarre. That was you.
I feel
you
like
set that up.
if I had, like, God forbid, like, if somebody was there putting a battery, like, you know what I'm saying? Because thankfully it was just me, so it was just like nobody
It's
was there
like
to
it was just
escalate
you.
it more. Because if
Let's
a nigga,
let's call.
That's
let's,
thankful in the
let's be
situation,
honest.
but
Let's
very
look at
not
God.
great in this
Look at God.
another. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
somebody would left
Because if
anyway.
I was there,
it would have escalated.
it's
It certainly would have.
God knows I would have heard it.
It certainly would have escalated.
I hear everything.
From across the goddamn room.
I hear everything that happens to Ray when we in the same space. I don't know how it happens. I would have been over there either before or after his homie, and it would have escalated.
Because even though
And we don't want to fuck
I
with no
wanna-
parties there.
right.
Let's be 30.
Like, I'm not even on that type of time.
Yeah.
And she know I'm not on that type of time because it was just like I'm literally sitting there with my arm around her. Me and her just minding our business, having a conversation. And like when he come up and shit, he comes up right here and shit. So,
But
what you doing?
if her boyfriend is there seeing me with my arm around her and he seems comfortable, why do you feel like you need to be uncomfortable? Or
like, who are you?
Who
why
are
do you feel
you?
like you need to say something?
And
She's not saying nothing. Does she seem unsafe in this moment?
Does she seem uneasy in this moment? Like, what's up?
Because I'm here for the protecting the woman. I'm here for stepping up when my people don't look right. But if she's sitting there looking comfortable,
but
with
she
the guy,
knows what's up. Like she knows what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, like shit goes left, shit will go all the way left. So it's just like, yo, man, like I don't even know if you really know her. You know what I'm saying? Because
especially if you're now claiming that you're her cousin, I'm actually her cousin.
Right.
Like her cousin.
But that's the thing. When you say cousin, it's a real thing. You her cousin, but I'm her cousin, dog. Like, what's up?
Like we share blood around here.
right.
You know what I mean? Like,
so now so it's just like I go out
that
and I'm
would
just
piss me
trying
off.
right. I'm just trying to have a good time, and it's just like, how did this energy find me? You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like I'm moving in
Sometimes
love.
we test it.
That's all I'm
Oh,
saying.
dog, I literally was just about to say that. I don't know what the fuck. I don't even remember what it was, but I swore. I said, I swear to God, the universe is testing my patience in this moment. Like it was because I didn't do anything to invoke the shit that happened. But I said I am. And the thing is, though, oftentimes with tests, we about to go through some shit, and the universe just wants to know that we're in line and we're prepared for it. So I'm like, what the fuck is about to happen to me that I had to go through this dumb shit
that's my
for
question.
no ass fucking
I'm like,
reason?
am I in the wrong environment? And again, certain situations do happen a certain way at certain times. Because yes, had I'm not by myself, and again, I was already ready to escalate it. But me still trying to keep a cool head, if a nigga come over and put the battery in my back, that shit just going haywire. Now, it's just like, all right, I was right. Nigga validated me. We still in off on niggas.
That's really what it is. You get validated by your homie, and you're like, hey,
I'm still in off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because when his homie came up, now it's like, what's up? Because
now
obviously
that
y'all
niggas
niggas
feel
trying
like
to,
I gotta
you know what I'm
fight.
saying? So what's
as soon
up?
as your homie comes, I feel like, oh,
and
this
right,
about
like
to go down.
I'm puffed up already. You know what I'm saying? And Ree's like, no, Ray, no, that's cool. Like, you know, I'm just like,
you're
nah,
not
fuck
trying
that.
to ruin the party, but
Exactly. Because my aunts is there, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got people's in here, my girls here. Like, I'm not trying to cause a melee. Everybody having a good motherfucking time.
Right.
Why are you so tense? But at the end of the day, you do need correction, though. Nobody validate or vouch for me. Nigga, I vouch for me. Fuck is you talking about?
that's
homie?
crazy.
Yeah, but
that's weird.
the weirdest shit
Shit.
happens to me. It be shit like that where it's just like, dog, if you know me, I'm like the free flowing in the party. Like, I'm just trying to have a good time. I'll step on a nigga's shoes. I'm the first one to say, excuse me, brother, I did not mean to do that.
See, and that's where I'm at in my
Pardon
life.
me, family.
I'll apologize for a bump. Well, now, honestly, I apologize for bump stepping on shoes. What I have stopped doing, for a while I started, I don't know if y'all remember, in high school people used to move on my way when I was walking down the hall.
I really tried to hold this foundation. Like I really did. And then
Say, oh,
Ray,
you got pee.
Just don't
at
leave
the
your
end
phone,
of it, when
cuz.
Ray like fucking did that last part, I said, God damn it.
My bad.
So people will move out the way
So loud.
when we was
So
walking
weird.
down the hallway. When I was walking down the hallway. And so maybe in my mid to late 20s, I was like, I don't want to be like that. I don't want people to be so intimidated, so afraid or whatever that they move out the way. So I stopped moving. I started moving for strangers. Now, more recently, I have started saying fuck it again. Because I'm tired and I'm not trying to be racist.
Oh, yeah, they big fucking.
But you know what I'm saying?
The biggest perpetrators of that shit.
But I'm not going to keep moving for these white men and women. Y'all not going to think we walking down this skinny ass hallway and I'm the only one that's supposed to turn my body and you can fucking stay straight, bitch. We either both going to turn or somebody finna get bumped. And trust me, when you bump me, when you bump me, I don't move. You finna get moved. I'm trying to be polite and I feel you with the bumping and apologizing, but at the same time, I don't know, stranger, it's not your fault. But no, bitch, you should have moved too. You should have said excuse me because, and this is just my experience, I've had, it's usually black people that say excuse me to me.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's usually black people
using
that
our
say,
manners.
that apologize
Using our manners.
to me.
No,
And I can only speak to me.
I don't know what happened.
But even today, walking down the street, and it's usually white women more than white men. Walking down the street, it's a skinny street, and there's no space to really, unless you're about to walk in the street, you just turn your body. This white woman almost took my fucking shoulder off, and I'm being dramatic, but she did not move. My instinct has been to turn my body and let people by, and so I turned halfway, and I noticed she didn't turn, so I turned right the fuck back.
Yep.
I shouldered the shit out that bitch.
Yeah.
You finna say something? Oh no? Keep fucking walking then. Say I saw it at you, whatever the fuck you need to say, but bitch, you say excuse me, or at least turn. We don't gotta say nothing. At least have the courtesy
If you did, like,
to both
if you
turn our
did
bodies.
the prerequisite shit,
That
so
shit
it wouldn't
bothers
be a
me.
thing.
That shit bothers me.
I'm not getting
so
out your way.
Yeah, now, just know I'm not moving for you. I'm not fucking moving for you unless I see you moving with me, and then we can both move and we're great.
Listen, I'm with you on
Fuck
that.
you
Fuck
and getting
everything.
bumps.
Like I said, I have little man syndrome, so it's not really about getting bumped. It's when people try to move me out their way
Man.
as if I don't exist. 'Cause niggas that straight treat you like niggas. I always have this mentality that niggas don't take you serious if you under a certain height. Like I just know it. So it's just like
Excuse me.
if you bump me in a certain way, I'm gonna make my presence known. It's just like you're not gonna just bump me. You know what I'm saying? Like you can, excuse me, bro. I'll slide right out your way.
I will move. It's
That's
not a
it.
big deal for me.
That's it.
It's not an issue of not being humble or
But
nothing.
it's
I'll
certain
move.
niggas. It's certain niggas.
Shit, I'll hold the door for you.
Right.
I mean,
certain
it's not a
niggas
big deal.
that will just act like you don't exist.
Yes.
Like it will just.
And for me, it's
Move
usually
a little
not
bit.
I
black
always
niggas.
think about people like that, and I always think more deeply into it. Like, what the fuck possesses you to behave in that way? Like,
'Cause
it's
some people are
because it's
Neanderthals.
all behaviors. Like, at the end of the day, literally everything we do is a behavior. The fact that we breathe is a behavior. If you pass the dead man's test, that means your behaviors are actually like a thing, but it's a behavior. Like, can a dead man wear glasses? Yes, but can a dead man blink? No. Okay, it's actually a behavior. So, every behavior we have has a function. Like, it's functioning, it is maintained by something very specific that's holding it in place. So, oftentimes, if you have like a bizarre ass behavior that's just like, socially this isn't even acceptable. It's not even just like on the realm of us. Like, socially this is not acceptable behavior. What's maintaining it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is holding this behavior in place? Because once we get to that, then we'll like understand you so
Where's
much more
this
than we ever
entitlement
had.
come from?
Like, where
I
does
don't
it
know.
come from?
I have no fucking clue. But yeah, that was
But-
just some of my weekend, man. I couldn't understand how I get into these tense situations, but I'm just.
I mean, it's the
peaceful and
environment,
loving, man.
It's the environment.
I feel that way too. But the first incident was with a white dude. Like,
That
it
don't
was,
surprise me.
I was just like, nigga, like, I don't know what the fuck you're looking at her like that for, nigga, but you don't want to bark up that
That
shit.
would make me feel uncomfortable too, though. Especially now that you said it's a white dude.
No, like,
Ice grilling my cousin?
no, ice grill my girl.
Oh, ice grill my girl, that's even worse.
Like, literally, he just sitting there staring at her, and I'm like,
I love my cousins, I'm just saying.
same thing, right? But no, I was just looking like, is he looking at her? Because I'm off to the side.
And then
I'm
you
like,
gotta figure some shit out.
is he looking at her? Like, what the
That's
fuck
some shit you
going
think about. Like,
So-
you're like, why the fuck was he staring at my girl? Like,
Right.
like
You really
what?
think
You
about it.
really
I was
do.
thinking about it. It wasn't like an aggressive thing at first. I was just like, what happened? And then I had to like walk around because I was off to the side a little bit. So I had to like walk around and move her out the way. And as soon as I move out of the way, I'm right in his line of business. I move her out of the way, I'm looking at him. What the fuck is up? And he like, oh no. I'm just like, all right.
Oh, yeah. What's
Like,
happening?
Like, I thought I missed something. I'm like, yo, what's up with Bo? She like, I don't know. But it was just like all right, maybe I
Y'all know each other from college or something?
Right, like, it's two things going on here. Either y'all know each other or he got a fucking problem. And
Right.
either way, like, what the fuck is going on here? Am I missing something? Second one was just like just extra. Just,
Yeah, that was extra.
Yeah.
He validated you. That's not
yeah,
an
but
appropriate
again,
question.
I'm glad I wasn't, yeah. Like,
Alright, y'all, we good?
yeah, man, that was it. Everything on my heart.
Alright, thank you.
Heart's clear.
Heart's clear.
All hearts and
Mind
mind clear.
lifted. You know.
Alright, thank you to everybody for tuning in to the Rants and Tangents podcast. Remember, we're available on SoundCloud and iTunes, and now exclusively on YouTube as the video platform, no longer on Facebook Live. So check us out on YouTube, SoundCloud, and iTunes. Remember, the word oxymoron is in and of itself an oxymoron. Oxy meaning sharp and moron meaning dog. We hope we gave you that sharp and that dog and that oxymoronic flow that we always aim to. And please enjoy the rabbit hole that we went down, because we definitely went down a deep ass rabbit hole. And we hope you came with us. Let's talk about everything. Let's do it all. Let's be the best we can be. And until next time, y'all, peace.
Peace.